Black YouTube does not appear to be interested in self-improvement. Black YouTube is not interested in cryptocurrency or investing or physical fitness or building a business. No, they're interested in drama. Like Myron, like what Myron and Fresh did is they exposed Shabazz for what he is,
yeah,
which is a racist. Dude, and again, there's nothing wrong with nothing wrong. It's not against the law to be a racist, okay? But Shabazz is absolutely a racist, and he is a black supremacist. So however you feel about white supremacy, guess what? You need to have that same feeling about black supremacy. And like, man, listen, man, some people will say, well, listen, there's got to be black supremacy because there was white supremacy. Listen, whatever your reason, I'm good with. I don't care. Believe whatever you want to believe. But Malik Zulu Shabazz acted like a bitch. He acted like a bitch. He embarrassed himself, and he embarrassed the new Black Panther Party. He really, really did. He really, 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 really did.
Yeah, this is very, very negative, angry, and mean. I just don't like it.
One guy tried to sucker punch me, and I beat the fucking out of that fucking faggot. I think I broke his fucking nose.
This guy's angry.
He said, ironing board backside. You do not have an ironing board backside there, sweetheart.
Well.
Heard. He used sign language and pro-whack BS 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 agenda. Embarrassed himself. This guy embarrassed himself.
But again, who wants to be a fat guy who can fight? If it's real, I know I can f somebody up. Why? Because I'm in good shape. Because I'm in good shape. Because I'm in good shape.
This is a bad look. Like, seriously, new Black Panther Party, come get your man. And I will never endorse hitting a woman, right? Oh, well, this is Sharpe stream, and I'm not going to endorse it anyway. But if Gigi were in front of me acting like that, dude, I'd have socked her. I'd have gave her a fucking shiner. I'd have called my fucking lawyer, Paul Powell. Yeah, Paul, I just broke my fucking girl's orbital bone. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna need to get on down to the station. I would have hauled off and I would have just decked her. I would have made damn sure that she never talked that way to me again. Whether we're back together or we broken up, I would have decked the out of her. Dude, I would have broke this fucking face. Real fucking talk. Dude, fuck that. Who the fuck do you think you are? This is the problem with women.
Guy's angry.
I'm not gonna yell at you for yelling at me because I cheated on you. I understand that you're pissed off, you gotta blow off steam. But other than that, don't you fucking raise your voice to me, ho. Like, dude, I will DDT your ass. Real fucking talk.
Dude, that makes me want to break her fucking mouth open, dude. Like, bitch, you don't even know me and you're fucking pointing the goddamn finger at me? I'm telling you, man, if an American woman did some shit like that to me, I probably would have hauled off and decked her. That sounds like a thinly veiled threat.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. I think
this guy's angry black.
Yeah, he's very, 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 very angry. He's a better man than me. I'd have punched the bitch. I'd have been like, you what? Boop. Dude, me? Dude, I'd have caught a charge. I'd have hit Kelly with a fucking left, then hit her fucking friend with a right, and then I'd be in the fucking handcuffs. Dude, I'd have cracked her right in her cheek. Dude, her cheek would have been the size of a fucking cantaloupe. Dude, I'd have fucked her.
Guy's angry.
That's his God-given right. But so for a man like this, with all of his accomplishments and what he's done and what he stood for, to say and do what he just did, that's embarrassing. I mean, wouldn't you think so?
This is just disgusting human behavior. I don't care.
Oh my God, dude. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I'd be in jail. This has now called him motherfucker twice. Oh my God. Dude, I would have broken this fucking face. Dude, I'd have decked her like Ray Rice did Janae Rice. Dude, I would have dropped that hoe. Oh my God, how fucking dare you talk to me like that? Good fucking God. That sounds like a thinly veiled threat.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. I think
This guy's angry black.
Yeah, he's very, 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 very angry. He's very angry. Oh, dude, I'm not a violent person, but I would have knocked her teeth out for that. Dude, I would have knocked her fucking teeth out. Bitch, you're gonna humiliate me? Dude, I would have knocked her fucking teeth into the back of her throat. I would have fucked her up in front of everybody. Give me a 10-year, dude, give me a 10-year fucking prison sentence, man. I would have fucked her face up. That's his God-given right. That's his God-given right. But so for a man like this, with all of his accomplishments and what he's done and what he stood for, to say and do what he just did, that's embarrassing. I mean, wouldn't you think so?
This is just disgusting human behavior. I don't care what your message is. If this is the way you're going about it, nobody's going to listen.
No, I can't. I can't imagine anyone who would take him seriously. Seriously.
But again, who wants to be a fat guy who can fight? If shit gets real, I know I can f somebody up. Why? Because I'm in good shape. Because I'm in good shape. Because I'm in good shape.
Power I've ever heard. He used sign language and pro-whack BS agenda to own Fresh and Fit, but embarrassed himself. This guy embarrassed himself. This is a bad look. Like, seriously, new Black Panther Party, come get your man. Come get your man. Like, this is, I mean, and again, I'm not, look.
What is good, people? How we doing today? Woo! I know we started a little bit late. I know we did. Listen. I can't get y'all this dope show that y'all love without at least putting in some effort, people. So I hope you guys can understand, because we're about to have ourselves a show. We are about to have ourselves a show, people. So first things first, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like I said, you guys could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here, and I appreciate that. Real talk. So before we even get started on anything, guys, let's go ahead and hit the like button. All right, right now, we got 67 people in here. Y'all want to see a show? Go ahead and hit that like button right now. And for those of you guys who've been fucking with us, seeing some of our videos so far, but still kind of walking that line that we want to sub or not sub, go ahead and hit the sub button right now, because throughout this week and next week, we're going to be hitting this goddamn platform with some shit, baby, that you don't want to miss. So please hit that subscribe button and bell notification to let y'all know when we're doing this thing, okay? So today, we're going to have ourselves a conversation, man, because there's a lot of things going on, and partially has to do with the Fresh and Fit brothers and the Malik Shabazz debate that recently went on, all right? So you guys, listen. All right, just about every Tom, Dick, and Harry and name mamas in this space has already covered this, all right? Everybody. All right. So listen, there's aspects to this debate that went down that I believe that some people missed, and we are going to cover here today, because listen, I'm sure you guys have already seen the video. Okay. It's Malik Shabazz on a show confronting Fresh and Fit. I can't even say the name properly. Confronting a Fresh Prince CEO and Myron Gaines. Yes. So these guys got confronted on the Farah show. He runs a pretty large platform on Instagram, and it was a pretty much, they did a call in where Farah wanted to have a conversation. He wanted to have a conversation with Myron and Fresh Prince CEO about the situation that went on with Asian Doll. God, I can't even realize why she calls herself Asian Doll. But the situation with Asian Doll. Now, For those of you guys who've been sleeping under a rock, let me go ahead and refresh you, okay? The scenario was Myron Gaines had said some crazy shit about, black women in the past, and what ended up happening was the recent controversy with the, the Fresh and Fit podcast, the last episode that she was on, right? Asian Doll. What ended up happening was Myron kind of lost his cool a little bit, all right? And listen, when you lose your cool, all right, you can't handle the fact that a black woman is flirting with you because you're not used to dealing with black women. Well, guess what? Certain guys, they act up in a certain way. And in Myron's case, he kind of shut down, leading Asian Doll to pretty much classify him as a bitch. And Myron didn't like that. Neither did the rest of mainstream media, because they went all in on the Fresh and Fit podcast crew and pretty much, everyone else. But listen, guys, at the end of this, I'm going to tell you something. I was actually wrong about something, all right? I was wrong about something, and y'all going to find out why. But this whole thing kind of made its way all the way up to Farah and some of the other guys in the mainstream. For those of you guys who don't know who he is, Farah's a mainstream entrepreneur, all right? He's got an Instagram following of 1 million plus, so he is up there, okay? And if you guys don't know who Malik Shabazz is, okay, yeah, you're probably sleeping on the rock, too. Malik Shabazz is as big as you can get, man. He's a high-profile attorney. And his, covered, been actually a staple in certain civil rights movement, and one of the, leaders or founding members of the new Black Panther Party. And obviously, you guys already know what that is. So they got on the show, and we're going to have a conversation about what went down with the Asian Doll podcast. And does Myron Gaines and the Fresh and Fit podcast crew actually hate black women? All right. So they went on there and had a conversation, which you guys have mostly saw, and we're going to partially cover today. Okay. And listen, there were some things on both sides that I felt that could have been improved. And y'all know, in good old fashioned Duke and Don, all right, we gonna call out what we need to call out. Okay. So for you guys who are fans or friends of whoever it is on both sides, listen, what I watched, there were some things that needed to be just mentioned, okay, on both sides. So we'll cover that. But listen, we're not gonna cover the normal video that every one of you guys have watched so far or have seen on the internet or whatnot. We're done with that. All right, we're gonna do things a little bit different here on the Duke and Don channel. All right, make sure you get the like buttons up, guys. All right, let's get that like button up. But we're gonna do things a little bit differently. We are actually gonna cover Donnie Boy's reaction to the actual controversy on Farah and with the on Farah show with Malik Shabazz. Yes, people, we are gonna be covering Donnie Boy's take on it, because I had to watch. You see, when this whole controversy came out, all right, when this whole thing came out, I was watching all the channels, large and small, okay, on what the common opinion and consensus was. All right, what are people saying out there on this YouTube streets? And I had to put my goddamn ear to the streets and listen, okay? And I came across Donnie Boy's video, and boy, it was interesting, because there were a lot of things that were said that I think was that needs to be covered, because Donnie Boy walked away from that entire conversation with the conclusion that not only that Myron Gaines and the Fresh and Fit podcast crew, they were already the winner and the victors of this debate, all right, but that Malik Shabazz is a racist. I can't even keep a straight face saying that. This man said the conclusion I have come to is that, Malik Shabazz, the guy with the name Malik Shabazz, bro. Like, I mean, like, if that isn't the most traditional sounding freaking, didn't Malcolm Shabazz, Malcolm X, wasn't that his shout out to you, Duke's Curtains. God damn, bro, you watching everything. Shout out to you anyway. But it was funny, because he's like, you came in with the whole entire experience that Malik Shabazz, and for those of you guys who don't know this guy's history, he stands up for a lot of civil rights movement. Not only that, this man is the on the chair of the new Black Panther Party. You guys didn't hear that, all right? He is on the chair of the new Black Panther Party. And this dimwit Donnie Boy says that out of the entire conclusion that he got out of watching that show, him and this girl, all right? Because I guess they're doing a show now. Listen, hey, Donnie, I understand. I completely understand. You got to change things up a little bit. So you put your girl on there. And, you know, she got the goods out and everything. She's got her entitlements ready to go so the boys can look at it, right? You know what? Because you got to get the views, okay? And you got to come out with a bullshit goddamn opinion that you decide to come out with. And listen, after hearing all what everyone else in this manosphere space had to say about the situation, right? Had to cover about it. I came to the conclusion that instead of covering all the videos that the same video that you guys watch, I'm gonna cover Donovan Sharpe's video because technically it's still a video, still the same video. It's just that it's kind of a reactionception in this case, all right? We're reacting to Donovan reacting to a video, and we're going to have a blast, people, because I want you guys to understand where a lot of these motherfuckers' mindset come from, all right? I want y'all to pay attention. Get your motherfucking bullshit hats on right now. All y'all, get your bullshit hats on because I want y'all to pay close attention to what this asinine dickbag is about to say regarding the situation, okay? And then we're going to cover it. I want to break everything down because here's the thing, and you guys are gonna wonder, Dick, why is Donnie Boy's opinion important? Why do we need to hear about Donnie Boy's? Like, why do we need to hear about? I will tell you why we need to hear about his opinions because Fresh and Fit, he's their daddy. Donnie Boy is Fresh and Fit's daddy. Okay, so as their daddy, I gotta hand you the goddamn whipping for their punishment because listen, I'm sorry. If they're going to be making an embarrassment of the manosphere space on a mainstream platform, you got to take the heat. I mean, your channel's dying anyways, bro. So it's okay for you to be the fall guy, Donnie. It really is. It really is. But the fact of the matter is that you came out of this with that conclusion. We got to call you out on it. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm really not. But this is about to be fun. A story to tell. Shout out to you. What's good? That DJ Academics coverage had me cry. I appreciate it, brother. Shout out to you. Now, hey, listen, there's going to be a lot more of that, man. 2022 is going to be a freaking bang. I'm excited. I got all this energy, man. I got my drinks ready to go. Oh, we about to have a blast, baby. So let's go ahead and get into the video. All right. And while we're watching this video, you guys got to have your bullshit hats on because there's a lot of bullshit spilled in this video over here. And clearly we already know Donnie Boy's bias, right? And we already know that Donovan Sharpe, guys, keep this in mind. Donovan Sharpe says that he will go after anybody he deemed that has been mean to Fresh and Fit. So, I mean, he hasn't gone after us yet. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but we're waiting because we've been mean to Fresh and Fit a lot. And we've been to your ass too, like we're about to do today. So we will just keep that in mind. So take a look, right off the bat, just looking at this live stream. My bullshit detector is already going off. Okay, look at this. These motherfuckers. Look at this right here on the far left-hand corner. Okay, we're gonna start right here. These motherfuckers, him, Rollo Tomasi, what is the main thing they say when you pin these dudes to a corner, right? I don't have a book. My books aren't Bibles. I'm not writing as principles or tenets, okay? They're simply guides. Look at this motherfucker right here. The laws of Sharpe, the beginning of your masculine renaissance. So this is the gimmick right here, people, all right? He's going to sell you this bullshit so you can buy this bullshit over here, all right? So keep that in mind. My radar's already off the chain. So let's keep going.
Gray, IG Live.
Power, black power to you. Yes, sir. And of course, the book of Khaled is out everywhere. Books are sold. I did the forward. My father's biography. Thank you so much, brother, for pinning it and championing the book and being a champion on the front lines. Being modern day Khaled Muhammad on the front lines. I want to thank you for all of your hard work, brother. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you helping me with the book of Khaled, the book on your father, Khaled Abdul Muhammad. Great book out. Yes, sir.
Okay, so far so good. He is, hey man, he's pushing a book.
Hey, you hear these names like Kabul Muhammad, Malik Shabazz, all these different names. You already know you walking into hell. You already know you walking. Listen. Listen, my first thought process, if I'm going into a debate, I already know I fucked up saying some wild shit about black women or not dating black women, and I go on a panel where niggas are named Shabazz, Malik, a freaking Abdul. Like, if I'm hearing that, Bruh, you better get your game up, bro, because you are lambs to the goddamn slaughter. Y'all saw how Fresh Face was up there like these dudes, like you are walking into something because you already know these dudes are going to be super pro-black to the goddamn gills, and they're going to use everything on your ass. It's just not going to be a fair fight. So let's continue.
Appreciate your help on supporting that and getting the word out. Okay.
Yes, sir. So, did you have any thoughts and or questions for the brother here?
I do, Brother Fresh. I really want Myron back. Is Myron coming back? Okay. Well, I'll go ahead without brother.
Myron, hold on. Myron is here. Myron is here.
Oh, here we go.
Myron in.
And I just sent Myron a request.
Yeah, there's Brother Myron now. Also, I want to say here that
we got a nighttime show that we got here going in a second.
Okay, we're gonna get it real quick. I'm so, as a student of Dr. Khalid Muhammad, I'm so sick and tired of athletes, entertainers, and those that make it turning on black people and talking down to black people.
Okay, listen, this is a legit concern of his. Now, and by the way, I'll link the original video. Heather keeps telling me that every once in a while, guys are like, hey, stop interrupting the video every 3 seconds. Look, this is a reaction channel. That's what you're going to get. If you don't like it, then don't watch. So he's saying, hey, look, man, like, I don't like you talking down on black people and this and that and the third. Here's something that I will point out. One thing that them on the other side, I guess we can quote over here. One thing they like to say, okay, listen, Donovan, you can date outside your race, but shut the fuck up about black women. So basically, if
it's clear that these two brothers,
sorry about that. So if I date interracially, that's fine, but I need to close my mouth about that. Nope. Not going to happen. Now, I would not have taken the same tact that Myron took, called them Shaniquas or hood rats or whatever the case may be. Right? Have I done it in the past? Yeah, sure. Am I regretful of it? Nope. Of course not. It is what it is. We make fun of each other, but I understand where Shabazz is coming from. He doesn't like the stereotypical names, Shaniqua and Swantasha and all this other kind of stuff, and making it seem like every black woman is essentially a hood. I understand that. Whether I agree with his disagreement or not is immaterial. I understand where he is coming from. Where I don't legitimize this complaint is that anytime, especially a black man, is critical of black women, and when I say critical, I'm not talking about calling names or anything like that, but anytime a black man talks about a negative experience that he's had with a black woman, they see that as talking down or slandering them. And this,
I got to stop it right there, because we already know the context in which this whole thing broke out in the first place. Myron was not simply just stating his preference, all right? He stated his preference, right, Donovan, right? You're right about that. But he simply did not do that. He ended up calling them Night Riders, Shaniquas, and doing all those different references. Like you said in your own freaking words. You wouldn't have went that route. And if you would have stated your preferences and didn't go that route, you would have been fine. The fact of the matter is, they stated their preferences and then went again and added on top of that and thrown insults. Night Riders, and Night Riders itself, that's a particularly derogatory term used for the opposite sex, but it fits. So when you're throwing things like that out in regards to women, in regards to all these different things, it's the delivery that we're talking about. So when Donnie Boy comes over here and he's sitting here talking about, oh, well, you're simply just stating your preference, and we always get persecuted for it. You guys got to peep this kind of mentality, all right? Peep this mentality, because his audience, they love that shit. They love hearing that stuff, right? They love hearing those weird little mental gymnastics twists. What are you talking about? They're not simply just stating their preference. What they did was they didn't even really state their preference. They stated their preference by basically clowning it, right? Saying what they wouldn't do and clowning it. So when his followers hear this stuff, right, they're hearing it like, well, yeah, Myron literally just said what he doesn't like, and black women attacked him for it. These women are so freaking sensitive. They just he literally. Why can't us guys? Okay, why can't us guys just say that we want to date whoever we want and not have these black women These black women coming after us because we simply state our preferences. Listen, Jack, black women don't give a fuck who you decide to stay. Most of them, anyways. There's a small group of them on the line, but they live online and they're lonely as fuck. It is what it is, right? There's a small group online that's always gonna care about it. It is what it fucking is. But in the real world, they don't give a shit like that, bro. Because I see black women with black dudes all the time, and some of them move interracially. And a lot of times, most black women are cool just being by themselves. That's why when we try to tell y'all in this space that, hey, y'all trying to either hope on putting your hands on females or natural disasters to keep women in line, particularly black women in line, you're going to be waiting for a long time because women ain't coming. It's coming for y'all, all right? Because women don't give a fuck. They're going to just keep doing what it is they're going to do. They're human beings. They're variables. There ain't nothing you can do about it. Move the fuck on, right? So let's just state that. This is the same kind of mentality where his followers, they listen to that, they look at that, and they get into the victim mindset. This man is actively perpetuating victim mentality to his audience, twisting these goddamn situation that went down. Everyone who watched that video, everyone who saw what went down, saw that this man, Myron Gaines, and Fresh Prince CEO, but mainly Myron, because that's where the Knight Rider comment came from, were being derogatory. Simple as that. You can state your preference, but you didn't need to go there. So, Donnie boy, stop acting fucking disingenuous like these guys are patron saints. You're weird, bro.
Is absolutely false. If I, as a black man, if black men are standing around talking about experiences they've had with black women, yeah, you know what? The experiences I've had with black women, they act masculine. They think they're the heads of household. They're not feminine. They're combative. They like to argue all the time. That's not talking shit about black women. That is talking about anecdotes. These are talking about your experiences. Now, are there some dudes out there who talk bad about black women? Yeah. But you know, listen, man, this is a free country.
Like you.
You can, I mean, listen, our right, our freedom of speech is protected under the First Amendment. But by the same token, listen, freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences. So listen, man, if you're going to talk down or bad about black women, guess what? Guys like Malik Shabazz, they're going to come for you. But anytime anyone is critical, anytime you are, even if you talk about a negative experience that you've had in a relationship with a black woman, listen, I've been with black women and they're X, Y, and Z, they consider that as talking shit. No, that's not talking shit. That is just talking about experience.
Time out. I'm going to ask the chat real quick. I'm going to ask y'all, all right? Put a 1 in the chat if you think this man has ever been with a black woman. All right, put a 2 in the chat if you think this guy's capping. He's never been with a black woman. 1, he's dated black women before. 2, he's capping. All right, let's ask the chat right now. There's about 160 of you guys in here. Let me ask you guys right now. Put a 1 in the chat if you sincerely, wholeheartedly believe that this motherfucker right here saying the kind of shit that he's saying has dated black women before. Put a 2 in the chat if he's capping. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and get the likes up too, by the way. Let's do it. I'll wait. Yeah, look at them 2s. Look at them 2s. Get that shit out of here, bro. Like, you don't date black women. It's fine. It is what it is. But stop trying to say shit just to make a case, bro.
So what it really comes down to, when they say shut the fuck up talking shit about black women, that's not what Shabazz here is talking about. No, he's talking about referring to black women in any negative connotation. If you're talking about the fact that a lot of black women are masculine, they're combative, they like to argue all the time, as far as Shabazz is concerned, that's talking down on black women. Listen, I respectfully disagree. Talking about your experiences with black women being negative, that's not talking down on them. That's merely sharing your experiences. And guess what? If they don't like it, they don't have.
You guys heard that, right? You saw how this guy is good at twisting words. They simply stated their experiences. Where in that video did they state their experiences? Where in that video, Donnie? Where? Matter of fact, let me find it. Where in that video did they state their experiences? They didn't state anything relating to their experiences whatsoever freaking ever, dog. You know what they did? They talked about why they wouldn't date black women, and then they threw insults on top of it. That's what we saw. Is this a troll? Is this a troll, Donnie? Donnie, are we being trolled right now? I need to know. I really sincerely need to know because you're not making any sense right now. In the video, which we all have and we all saw, they were being derogatory on top of the bullshit they were spewing. Miss me with that nonsense, Rolo. What are you trying to say, bruh? What are you trying to say? I called him Rolo. Donnie. Hold up, let me see if I can find that video. Because you wilding right now. You lying. You is straight up lying right now. Hold up, let me see if I can find. I'm gonna find this video for y'all. Because we already saw it. We saw this dude was on some bullshit. So you're twisting the words. You're taking what we saw as them calling women white. Wow, Knight Rider Shanique was. Hey, did Myron say he dated Shanique? Was him saying Shanique was LaQuisha, whatever it is? Was that talking about his experience, or was that him being derogatory? Like, what are we talking about here? You're trolling us, Donnie boy. You're trolling us. But I'm gonna tell you this: it's a nice troll so far. It's just not the good look to do it because the attention your boys are getting right now, it's not a good one. I'm gonna tell you this. I will concede this. Fresh and Fit, they've officially made it mainstream. They have officially made it mainstream. I was wrong, people. I was absolutely wrong. Okay, I said, maybe not. Maybe they can't be mainstream. Maybe it's not. But they have made it mainstream. All right? But for the wrong reasons. For the absolute wrong reasons. You guys, you don't really understand. They're going to turn y'all into the villains, which I'm sure you guys will be perfectly okay with. But I'm going to tell you this. Look at all these other guys who also blew up and made themselves villains in the mainstream, right? Like the Vitalis and all these guys of the world, right? Their careers were short-lived, right? It was a nice little high, but a really disastrous crash. So just throwing that out there. Talk Quan to me. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Thank you. Same way Fresh Cap talking about he dated black girls all his life. When on the last live stream, he told a girl he only date white chicks. That's what I'm saying. I was calling that out. I'm like, wait a minute. Let me get my mug back in here. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait up. Oh, God, wait a minute. I called this out on different live stream. The previous one and the one before that. I said, how the hell you just contradicted yourself or you're lying? Because you just said that you were banging all these different chicks. And the reason why when you got pressed on it, Fresh, when you got pressed on it, right? Because people were questioning the fact that you banging chicks from this age, we were 18 to 23 or 24 is what he said. Then he stopped, right? And when people pushed you on that, Fresh, what did you say? You said, well, listen, I was in Barbados. Right, I was in Barbados, and I got a tourist. These white girls, tourist girls, they're all over me and shit. That is what it is, right? But before that, I was the richest guy here, and pussy was whatever. I was getting too many pussy, right? But when I come to the United States, I had to work hard for it. That was all you, Fresh, right? And then when you got pushed again on Shabazz's show, you flip-flop and then said, no. I date black girls all the time. When you said that, it seemed like you forgot that on the previous podcast that you did, when you also got pressed, you said, which you got pressed by old girl after they called you out for that Asian doll thing, right? You said that the first girl you lost your virginity to was a white girl. So make it make sense. How the hell will you be banging chicks all your life, all these girls in Barbados, right? How you banging all of them, and the first girl you settled down with was white? Was your mom letting you fuck around with white tourist girls when you were younger, under her roof in her basement? Where at what point in time did you lose your virginity, and when was it to a white girl? And was it in Barbados? And if so, how did that happen? We need a follow-up story for that, because I think you just caught yourself in a completely different lie on accident. Why? Because people like you are perpetual liars. They can't keep their shit straight. That's just what it is, bro. So which is it? And I think personally, you probably didn't get boxed until really you got to the States. I'm gonna just throw that right there. I'm gonna throw that right there. I'm gonna let y'all figure out what you want to do with it. But you did not get boxed until you got to the States. Fuck all that tourism shit, bro. Fuck all that shit. I don't want to hear it. You didn't know how to speak properly, so I don't know what white girl want to fucking deal with that shit. You didn't know how to do any of this shit. Now, don't get me wrong. You've improved significantly from where you started, but don't fucking sit there and pretend it. You're catching yourself in lies, bro. And the further you go along with this shit, the easier it is for you to get caught. Like, real talk. Like, this is not a good look for you. But shout out to you for the super chat.
To watch.
They just love them some cracker women.
Woo!
They just love them some blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pink-toed, pale skin, buttermilk complexion, iron-bored backside, Caucasoid mutanoid, subject have itch, white cave bitches.
Okay, so this guy came out guns ablazing. He came out with the crackers and what does he say, freakazoids or whatever the case may be?
Melanoid,
freakazoid, whatever the case may be. What are your thoughts on that?
This guy's angry.
He said ironing board backside. You do not have an ironing board backside there, sweetheart.
Well,
hey, y'all bullshit hats on. Y'all bullshit hats on. He says she does not have an ironing board backside, right? Y'all know what that is, an ironing board behind. And if y'all watch the intro to this video, you already know we already proved that was a goddamn lie. So I'm going to throw that right there. This entire live stream from Donnie Boy, it is a gift that keeps on giving. That's all I got to say about that.
Negative, angry, and mean. I just don't like it.
Yeah, well, he came out swinging, didn't he?
He was like...
So this guy is talking about, he doesn't like the fact that Myron and Fresh talk down on black women. What's the first thing he does?
Hey, pay attention to the subliminals on the side. All right, pay attention.
He calls...
Talk down
talking,
people.
right. Hold on, let's... This was... Dude, I could not... Listen to this. This is...
Skin, buttermilk complexion.
Whoa!
These two brothers, they just love them some cracker women.
Woo! Cracker women.
Is that what he said?
He said cracker women.
Oh.
They just love them some blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pink toes. Pale skin.
He said pink toe. That's what old boy said yesterday.
Pink toes.
Pink foot. Pink foot, pink toe. Wow. Well, actually, your toes are pink because you just got them painted. Yep, pink, yes.
Buttermilk complexion, ironing board backside, Caucasoid mutanoid.
Wow.
Subject have
Woo!
cave bitches.
Woo-hoo!
And it's a shame. Myron, I call Brother Myron the Sambo from Sudan. I'm hoping that he has.
Okay, now we got to get on Malik for a little bit. All right, Malik, listen, brother. I know you're way more articulate than what you're letting on right now. And realistically, this would have been a great opportunity to have a nice conversation. The fact that we took it to the personal attacks kind of brought it down here a little bit. Just being straight with you, OG. All right, no problems here, Mr. Shabazz. I'm just letting you know right now. This move that you're making, it's a big fat L, bro. It really is a big fat L. When you start going at the personal versus what the message actually is, that's when you lose. And this is the turning point where they're not going to listen to you. They're obviously going to see you as a joke. They're going to see you as this old dude who's just obviously the Black Panther Party. For a lot of young guys in Myron's demographic, Black Panther Party, that's like so ancient, right? Not knowing it's a new one, but that's it. To them, you're literally signifying your goddamn, your age and where you are right now. And it's like, why would they relate to you? Like, why? This grown-ass person that's supposed to be an OG is over here just lobbying insult. You're supposed to, if people see you as a respectable person, you carry yourself as such, man. And I get it. It's hard to not contain yourself when you're staring at the person who's sitting there saying all the things that you feel so passionate and strongly about, Malik. But I'm telling you right now, going down that path just didn't do you numbers, all right? It literally left an opening for idiots like Donnie Boy over here to try to criticize you and, Myron and Fresh to basically escalate to the next level. So let's continue.
Been bit by the
Sambo from Sudan.
What is a Sambo?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't.
okay.
I'm not. I have to brush up on my derogatory.
Donovan, how do you not know what a Sambo is? Like how? Listen. Hey guys. First of all, get the like button up.
Oh hell no!
At the end of this live stream, okay. At the end of this live stream, I'm gonna make a very important announcement. Let me get my mug back in here real quick. This is important. All right. I'm going to make a very important announcement. All right. And it's regarding this nigga, Donovan Sharpe. Okay. And the announcement I'm going to make, and I really hope that the Black YouTube is with me on this one. All right. I really hope y'all have my back on this one because I am about to make this declaration right here or right now. Okay. And I will lay the case out for y'all. Donovan Sharpe, a.k.a. Donnie Boy, all right? By the end of this live stream, he going to give up his black card. We going to take his black card. It's over with, all right? I want to propose a proposition, okay, to take this brother's black card. I'm sorry, bro. There's just too many red flags, Donnie. There's just too many red flags. We went from, watching you to then questioning your blackness, and now we're just like, hey, listen, bro, clearly, you're not black. I clearly, you don't want to be black. I mean, listen, I gave you a couple chances at the start of the stream, all right? I gave you a couple chances. You were like, them, who's them? Who's them? Nigga, you black too, right? What you mean, them? You're supposed to come from a perspective of we. Talking about them. Who's them? The black people too. Oh, those black people over there. Oh, black you too. Like, you distance yourself from who you are. Can't even say nigga right, bro. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to make an official declaration, okay? And this is regarding Donovan. And we're all going to vote on it at the end of the live stream, all right? And let me know if y'all got my back on this one. If not, it's cool. Y'all disagree. It is what it is. But I firmly declare that today, this day, January 14th, 2022, Donovan Sharpe will officially forfeit his black card back to the community. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm a little lost
derogatory
on
racial
it.
terms. Listen, I guess the Sambo from Sudan, I guess that's supposed to be derogatory. So now he has offended two races at this point. He's offended white people, and he has offended God, what did he just say?
A person of mixed race, especially black and Indian or black and European.
Okay, so he's made fun
had
of.
to Google
Listen, guess what? We can all disagree with the way Shabazz is talking, but hey, guys, guess what? Malik Zulu Shabazz, we live in America, and his right to free speech is guaranteed and protected under the First Amendment. So he has every right to be talking. He has every right to be talking like this. But it seems hypocritical of him to come out guns blazing. So he's offended white people and he's offended Sudanese people. So that's two races he's offended, I think, within the first 15 seconds here.
Yeah, that Sambo is an offensive slur for a black person.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess I'll have to, I got to brush up on my racial slurology.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Arab disease that teaches.
Yo, heard this, man? I got to brush up on my racial slurology. Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make a case here. I'm literally just trying to make a case here. I just want to make sure that we all know that this nigga is not we got to take his black card away. I'm telling you, hey, exhibit number two. It gets worse, bro. It gets worse. We got to take this brother's black card before he does more damage to the community. Marquise 912, shout out to you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. FNF did right. Never take people like Shabazz seriously, especially talking shit like that. They get in power and they realize they can't affect you. They can't affect you. No, you're right in that sense. You're right in that sense. I didn't appreciate the name calling. Matter of fact, even compared to Farah and how he behaved, it was a little childish to me, right? I completely agree with that. And when you're name calling somebody, you make it harder for them to really see your perspective, right? Because then why is it that I'm going to agree with you when you just got done clowning me? That doesn't make any sense. So I agree with that. You know, like listen, I probably won't go to the level of disrespect Fresh and Fit did. But if somebody was you know, if he was talking crazy to me like that, yeah, I'd probably check him. But you know, I'd leave it as that. I wouldn't go that crazy because ultimately this man has done stuff in his life, man. Like he's done stuff worthy of respect. So you show him that. So is the level of disrespect Fresh and Fit did? I wouldn't have taken it there, but I do understand when you start name calling, and I called it out. Marquise, that was the first thing I called out when he started saying the Spangaloid iron and backside nonsense, right? I called it out. So I keep it straight over here. You ain't even got to tell me twice. I already know. When I hear something that's stupid, I got to call it out. It don't matter what side it is. I have to call it out. So it was dumb, OG. Shabazz. Like, that's weird. Like, when you're trying to convince people, do it the same way you do when you're talking, when you're marching out there. Do it the same exact way. I mean, like clowning and Myron, clowning guys like that, that's beyond you at this point. You're above that, right? So I understand that. The THPP network, shout out to you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. That implies he had a black card. Hey, listen. He did, right? He was able to ride off his skin color for the longest time. But now we're officially going to publicly revoke that. So that's what I want, because people like these, right? They can keep walking around and, yeah, I'm black in color, but that's all it is. Now we're going to take that away from you, too. So we all going to see what we've all been seeing this entire time regarding you, Donnie boy. Okay, you are not really black. You are a man that's out of place. It is what it is. Listen, I smelled this out the first video of yours that I watched, and you said nigga, right? Once I heard that, I knew something was wrong. I instantly knew. Listen, my bullshit detector, my bullshit sense, like Spider-Man, my shit was. There is something wrong in the hood right now. Somebody out here capping. That's what happened. Soon as I heard that, I was instantly red flags everywhere. I was on to listen. Y'all don't believe me. Y'all don't believe me. Look at my past videos, bro. Look at my past videos on Donovan Sharpe. I've been on to this man's blackness for the longest time. And today on the 14th, I'm finally have enough evidence to make an official declaration that this nigga is no longer black and we got to take his card. Yep, I am saying it right here. And I hope the rest of the congregation, all right, the rest of the fold here can agree with me and we will take a vote on this by the end of the live stream. So please, you definitely want to stay tuned for this one. All right, let's continue.
Is that the white Sudanese is better than the black Sudanese? I heard.
What? There's a white Sudanese?
Okay, who knows?
Fresh say that one of his parents was black, but we don't.
There's a white Sudanese, just like there's a black Sudanese. They're white Indians, just like they're black Indians. They're white Latinos and Latinas, just like they're black versions of Latinos and Latinas. Black people come in all different sources and waves and freaking spectrums, bruh. We're not like, and this goes to my big point, right? Especially with a lot of these guys who are anti-pro-black or pro-black or whatever it is, right? Because then I come to ask the question, what does it mean to be black? Like, real talk, what does it mean to be black? Is it just color in itself? Is it culture? Because if it's culture, then you got to let me know what the hell does that mean. If it's color, then you got to let me know what the hell does that mean. Because there's people all over the world right now with different skin tones, with different colors and textures all over the place, all right? With different hair textures, with all these different things. So what is black? So listen, even this whole racial argument that we like to have, all of us, right? Eventually, when you break it down, it comes to a conclusion where we all look dumb. All right, there's only one race, and we're human beings. All right, we had other races of human beings at some point in time, right? We had ones that were Neanderthals, we had ones that were midgets, we had ones that were giants. All right, we had all forms of human beings, but guess what? We won. The Homo sapiens won. We took out all the motherfuckers. We cleaned them all out, and we here right now, okay? Ain't no more races or different things like that. Ain't none of that. It's you, me, and the climate we grew up in. That's it. Any of y'all buying this nonsense, you're dumb. So what is black? If you're going to go down that route, Donovan, what is black? Yes, they're black Indians. Yes, they're black Hispanics. Yes, they're black people. And they're white versions of them, too. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Don't know about the other one. And so we in the
I think it's a safe assumption that both. Listen, I'm not trying to be funny here, but I think it's a safe assumption to assume both of Fresh's parents probably black. What do you think?
I would probably put a couple bucks on it.
Bro, both my parents are black. That's pretty good impression, isn't
it? You do great impressions of everybody, though.
Shout out to Fresh. I'll be meeting up with him this weekend.
What Malik was trying to say, this nigga's from Barbados, right? So Malik even in himself has a different version of what black means. About black, he's talking about American blacks, largely in part American blacks. That's what he's talking about. When we're talking about Fresh, okay, we're talking about Barbados. Now we have to have a conversation, right? And this is on both Malik and Donovan Sharpe, right? On both of you guys. What does it mean to be black, right? Hey, Malik, is black only meaning black Americans, or can black mean Pan-Africanism, right? I'm Nigerian, but over here I'm treated as a black man. So am I black or am I Nigerian? What am I, right? See, this shit gets confusing. This shit gets crazy. So when Malik is talking about Fresh and he doesn't know about his mom, he's talking about, in a sense, not just color alone, but culture, all right? Is he black? Is she black in culture? And Donovan, because this is exhibit number 3, y'all, all right? I wish I had a little counter thing up here to just hit the counter every time, like, he says some shit, but this is exhibit number 3, all right? This man did not know that. This man, Donnie Boy, did not know that. He's thinking that what Malik thought was skin color alone, and he's trying to make it seem like Malik's an idiot. That's not what he meant. He meant culture black, all right? And even with Malik, I got to say this one more time. If we're talking about culture black versus American black or whatever it is you're trying to put forward, now we have to have a larger conversation on what it means to be black. And on top of that, what does black culture actually, what is black culture? Does the guys in Nigeria, right? Do we in Nigeria, the culture there, is that black? The culture in the black with black folks in Brazil, is that black? the culture in Colombia, the culture in all these different climates of the world, Madagascar, all these different places, are they black or is it just black Americans? Because I'm going to tell you that. If that's the mentality you have, Mr. Shabazz, you're wrong. I'm going to say that right now. You are absolutely wrong, brother. You're wrong. I'm with you, but you're wrong. I'm with you, but you're wrong. All right, so let's continue.
We're looking for venues for the CB in Miami.
The new Black Panther Party, and I, Malik Shabazz, I want to say I love the black woman.
Okay.
I want to say that the black woman is the queen of the planet Earth. She's the mother of civilization. That the black woman is the goddess of the universe. She ain't just somebody we may just happen to want. She is not just our preference. She's all that we want. We don't want nothing else but the black woman.
Well,
and we are. And one day we're going to put a stop to this. As Khalid Muhammad said, that one day we will come to that stage and that microphone movement will set you off that goddamn stage.
Listen. Hold up. Let me play Donovan Sharpe's part right there.
That sounds like a thinly veiled threat.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Hey, exhibit number 4. That Donovan Sharpe that isn't really black. All right. Okay. Exhibit number 4. That sounds like a thinly veiled threat. If this dude has been around the community, if this dude has been around the culture a lot, right? This is what I'm telling you. This dude has never been around black people. He's secretly white, dog. All right. What do we do, especially in high school and middle school and whatnot? Black folks in the chat right now, okay, what do we usually do when we're sitting around the lunch table? We clown each other. We are clowning each other. We coming at your mama. We coming at your outfit. We coming at your shoes. We coming at your house. We coming at your granny. We coming at everything, bruh. We trying to come at you. It's all in good fun. We're testing you. That's what it is. So here's the thing. When we speak, we have a certain level, a certain way of speaking, right? Getting the message across. So when Malik is talking, when he's talking about, and he's quoting this guy saying, hey, we're going to put an end to this shit and we're going to stop it. Malik is talking about the whole idea of this narrative, of which I think he's personally wrong with. If he thinks that Fresh and Fit is trying to push a narrative of just like, hey, we got to date white chicks and no black chicks only, I think you're misguided in that. But when he says stop this shit, he means the kind of crap these guys are talking about, the kind of perceived hatred that Myron put on, that Fresh put on that type of show, the for versus the being against black women type of nonsense dynamic that's going on. That's what he means. But what his fool-ass Donovan thinks he is, oh, shit. Oh, I think that's a thinly veiled threat. I'm an alpha male, but hey, this man, he just threatened us, huh? What you think, baby? What you think? I think it was a thinly veiled threat. He said they're gonna come get us. Yep. Hey, it's no different, Donnie boy, than seeing a nigga walk on the same side of the street as you are, and you turning the other way. That's exactly what I just heard. It wasn't a threat. He was talking about the ideas. He was talking about the messages your pupils were spitting out there. They gonna put a stop to it. And you know what? I kind of hope they do. Now, Shabazz, Malik, OG, I gotta come at you for a second, all right? This whole nonsense with black women, the queens, mother of the earth, goddesses and shit. Hey, we gotta stop that bullshit. We need to stop the ego inflating bullshit, all right? Ain't nobody a queen. And it's so queen talk. Stop it. Y'all sound ridiculous. All right. What's good, Queen? What's good? Listen, Queen is a title. All right. There's only one or a couple of them around the world right now. All right. If you're not that, then that ain't you. Stop walking around calling yourself that because you're giving yourself this false sense of artificially inflated ego. And what that does is when you go out there, you become a piece of shit to the other people you're around. So get that nonsense out of your head, Shabazz, and all these other women you're trying to pump their heads up with. Ain't nobody a queen. Ain't nobody a boss. Ain't nobody Mother Earth. We're just human beings. Stop putting us above each other. Men and women do this nonsense. And black men has been saying the same shit that you've been saying, Malik. Oh, queens, mothers. And look where they got us. Stop it. We're all human beings. We have certain patterns of behaviors. It's whatever. Once you understand your nature, then you understand that you can't put anyone above or below you. We're just here, man, trying to live out our lives and just get somewhere. This whole queens talk, kings talk, stop it. I'm a dude, bro. Ain't shit, dude, not proud of it. Let's keep it moving.
I think
this guy's angry black.
Yeah, he's very, 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 very angry.
Oh, angry black stereotype by a white woman next to a black man on his show.
He's very angry. You can see that Myron is not bothered, nor should he be. Shabazz is displaying a lot of feminine traits here. What he is trying to do, if you
time out, let me get the super chat real quick. Shabazz is displaying a lot of feminine traits here. Okay. We'll dissect that in just a second. Duke and Don, Bernie's, first of all, shout out for the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Duke and Don, would you allow Donovan Sharpe on your channel to give his side of the story? Absolutely. I got no, listen. I got no problem with him coming on here and, breaking it down and whatnot. But listen, Donovan Sharpe doesn't leave his platform unless it needs to go over to Fresh and Fit. Otherwise, this man stays in his platform. He doesn't want to move. And plus, listen, if Donna Boy would have come here and spout his ideas, I'm going to tell you this. I'm not Kevin Ray Wilder, dog. I will push you on that point, and I will call you out when you're trying to be sly. All right? So if you want to do this debate, I'm all ears. But listen. I'm going to just let you know what you're walking into, bro. I'm not that dude. We're going to make it happen. We're going to keep it clean, but you're not going to do these word salad vomits or whatnot. If you want me on your show, I'll come on your show too. But let's face it, you're not ready for that smoke. It is what it is.
You guys, if you guys are following along, is he thought that he could get Myron to start chirping back at him. See, Shabazz wanted to get into an argument with Myron. He wanted to throw insults, and like a woman, he's trying to bait him in with all sorts of racial slurs. So first he started off denigrating white people, cracker, buttermilk biscuits, and blonde hair and blue eyes, freakazoids, melanoid, whatever the case may be. Myron didn't blink. He was just as cool as he was just cool. So he saw that didn't work. So then he says, "Listen, I call brother Myron the Sambo of the Sambo of Sudan." Myron again not bothered, right? So now he's trying a different tack. He's trying, well, I tried insulting white people. He didn't bite. I tried insulting his culture. He didn't bite. So let me uplift the black woman and say that
he wasn't insult. This is our case number 5 that Donovan's black card should be revoked. Okay, this man doesn't understand. But he wasn't trying to be. He wasn't trying to be racist or anything like that. That's what niggas do. Like, at the end of the day, this brother grew up in the hood. He grew up. I don't know if he grew up in the hood, but this man he's been around a lot of black folks. This is just how we do. We crack jokes on crackers. It is what it is. Like, that's it. Like, literally, look at all these damn comedians in the world. The Dave Chappelle's. Listen, bro. Listen. It's just what it is. He's not trying to be racist, dog. If anything, I think this is a way for him to try to relate to you. He's trying to speak your language, Myron. That's what he's trying to do. Your language, Donnie. He's trying to be y'all. Because guess what? I'm sure this is probably the first he's heard of y'all. Like, real talk. He's on a platform, and he has been networking with a platform that has over 1 million following on Instagram. All right. This guy wrote the forward on his book because he's a multi-million-dollar freaking entrepreneur, like an actual real talk entrepreneur. And you want to know the difference is, look at the actual millionaire versus the person Fresh when he comes up and how he's dressed. All right. Look how he's dressed, and he's an actual millionaire. We don't know Fresh's books yet, right? But versus Fresh and how they act. Okay. He's backed by this guy. What are we talking about? Listen, man, he's just trying to relate. He's trying to relate because the first exposure he got for you guys, Byron Gaines and Fresh and Fit, was probably that video. Was when he saw y'all cursing up a storm, acting like jackasses. So he's probably like, all right, I guess this is the language these guys hear. Let me go ahead and act like a jackass in front of this man. But you go watch his past stuff. You go watch what he's done. This man is not a joke. This man's the real deal. The real deal. If anything, y'all should be interviewing him, and you had the opportunity, but you blew it. But you go for some other brothers who, I ain't even gonna go there, bro. We ain't gonna go there, but we'll tag you. We'll tag you. You on the radar, though. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
She's the goddess. You want to know why Myron is not bothered by all of this hyperbole spewing about black women? Because Myron doesn't hate black women. Myron simply does not date them. See, what Mr. Lewis fails to understand is that just because you talk about negative experiences or that you don't date a certain race of people, that does not mean you hate them. I put a meme up on Instagram. I don't hate y'all. I just don't date y'all. So when he talks about the black woman as the goddess and the queen, hey.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with stating your preferences. All right? There's nothing wrong with that. Again, most black women do not have a problem with it. The ones that do are lonely and they live on the internet, just like the same dudes that don't like women in this space. They're lonely and they live on the goddamn internet. Hello. I don't know what else to tell you. The people you're complaining about are the exact same people that are following you, just different genders. Get the fuck out of here, Donnie.
Hey, listen, if that's what you think, I'm not mad at you. I can respectfully disagree, but hey, you know what? Does this man believe what he's saying?
I think he believes what he's saying.
He believes it. No, that's it. That's all I needed to know. Shabazz believes what he is saying. He feels very strongly about what he is saying. I have absolutely no problem with that. But what he is trying to do is he's trying to bait Myron into creating a viral moment, right? That's what Shabazz is
No. What you're trying to do is to bait us to believe in your bullshit ass troll narrative. That's what you're trying to do. You trying to bait us right now. But hey, there's the wrong platform to do it on because we got the bullshitters over here, the bullshit detectors over here, all right? So we over here, we detect bullshitters like you. All right, we all got our hats on. You ain't getting away with shit, bro. Like we already on number 6 on why you should lose your black card. Okay. And throughout this episode, like I'm pretty convinced that we're gonna make a very strong argument on why you, Donnie boy, should revoke your black card. All right, it's over with. It's over with.
Trying to do. Everyone else is Asian Doll did it. Anna Quinn did it. Miss Cheeks did it. Everybody got their viral moment off of Fresh and Fit, and now here comes Malik Zulu Shabazz trying this viral moment. Well, guess what? Myron's versed in this kind of stuff. He's not taking the bait. Your thoughts?
Yeah. You know how Rollo says you can't negotiate attraction?
Right.
Well, you can't dictate it either.
There you go.
So I don't understand what this guy's goal is here, but other than just to spew a bunch of filth at Myron.
Well, here's the
thing. You know what? Idiots like Donovan Sharpe always pivot to the goddamn materials, right? The clout, the social media. Oh, Anna Quinn, all these other people, they've already had their viral moments off of Fresh and Fit. And now Malik Shabazz, okay, Malik Zulu Shabazz is just looking for his own viral moment. Ironically, while he's on a platform with millions of followers, and he's friends with the guy that wrote the goddamn forward on his book. If he wanted a viral moment or he wanted more attention for his book, he would just go on this brother's platform, which he's on right now, who's a multimillionaire. What are you fuck, Donovan? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, dude? If he wanted the clout, he's on an IG platform that literally gets millions of followers. That literally has millions of followers. There's this goddamn clout moment right there. What are you talking about? These guys always pivot to the clout. Always pivot. Myron isn't that important. Matter of fact, this guy just started paying attention to him. If it wasn't for that beef with our Asian Doll, he wouldn't be here right now. Myron wouldn't be here. He'd be relatively unknown. The fact that Myron's on this platform right now talking, that we still have his name in our goddamn mouth talking about this story is a testament that this nigga doesn't need you. He never needed y'all for clout. Talking about Anna Quinn, all these other people. They had legitimate gripes with Myron. Anna was almost Harvey Weinstein by fucking Myron Gaines. Fucking, what's her name? Miss Cheeks. Miss Cheeks. Now, obviously, her story was a little, right? It was a little wonky. I didn't have her on the show. I ain't playing with that. But Miss Cheeks had a legitimate gripe against Myron. Did you see the Twitter thread? I mean, Myron was suplexing her in the bedroom, doing all kinds of FBI Jedi moves on her in that bedroom, restraining her. Yeah, y'all go read that Twitter. It's still up. It's still up there. So we already know how these guys are. Miss me with that a bullshit, Donnie boy.
It's the same goal as the communita. If you are black and you don't date black women, then there must be something wrong with you. Now, listen, that's what they think. I can't control what they think. But all of this comes from preference. Now, when Myron and Fresh talked about we dabble in the dark or Shanique would I have said something like that? I don't know, probably not. But in the end, what did
You have said worse. We played that. You have said worse. And in fact, you have said worse against women. You are a horrible person, Donovan. And when you got pressed on it by Kevin Ray Wilder, you did all that mental judo move like you trying to do here with your audience, right? Trying to escape responsibility. We know who you are, bruh. We already know. Stop it. Get some help. Really. Quan, talk Quan to me. Shout out to you. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Just curious, Duke, how do you feel about Black Recognition History Month? I personally have always felt history should be celebrated year-round by us, just discovering what we know. You know, it is an interesting question. I'm mixed on it, right? I agree with that. right? That kind of recognition. If we can have our own thing, we can actually, and not. Here's the thing: I ain't got no problem with Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks of the world. I got no problem with that. But you notice that every time we talk about Black history, we're always talking about the same Black people. Like, why is that? Every single time I'm looking at all these different cultures, all these different from all these different groups, racial groups, they celebrate different people, different inventors, different thinkers, different mathematicians. These different people of those cultures pretty much year round. Why are we celebrating the same people that I've been learning about since middle school? Like, that's all I know. You tell me Black history, I know freaking, well, not right now, but I know a little bit more now. But when I was up until like college, I only knew about the same Black folks. The same Black folks year round. Black History Month. Yep, Martin Luther King. I have a dream. I believe in that too, right? Oh, Malcolm X yet too. But I didn't know anything about anyone else. If we're going to have a Black History Month, first of all, I would say Black History Year. Let's call it that. The Black History Year all year round, where we literally just celebrate the right kind of people. All right, because we technically have that now, but we're celebrating the wrong kind of people. We're worshiping false idols right now. All right, and these guys are these entertainers, these rappers, these athletes. We've replaced them, the people that we should be learning about, the real inspiration, the real builders of our community, with guys who get paid to basically do what they need to do. Now, don't get me wrong. It's hard work and grind to get into that, because I played football. I was a collegiate athlete. All right, I get it. I understand. Bro, like I barely made practice squad in college. I'm telling you right now, it was I'm telling you, it was tough. It was tough. I get it, right? But when we talking about some of these guys, when they get to that high level, we got to understand, when we're sitting there calling them heroes and whatnot, for what? For catching a rock and running in the end zone? The fuck? You ain't like, what is that? No. Let's celebrate the real dudes, the real mathematicians, the astronauts, the guy that invented peanut butter. He was Black. Well, let's talk about them. And that's historical, because I'm fucking with peanut butter all day. All fucking day. So I agree with that. I don't think it should be a Black History Month. It should be a Black History Year all year round. But let's continue, because Donnie Boy says some crazy shit, dog. I would get back to it. Oh, Harmony Pill, shout out to you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. You are hilarious, dude. LOL. Thanks for keeping us entertained and informed as always. Oh, girl, all year round, we'll keep it going. You don't have to listen. This is my pleasure. All right, we gonna pull a Chick-fil-A in this month right here. It is my pleasure. Hey, Donnie Boy, all of this right here, it is my pleasure. I want you to know that. Oh, this is so fun. Let's continue.
The lady say on the thing we broke down, talked about she's divested. She was talking all kinds of shit about Black women. We shouldn't have sex with Black men.
Yeah.
Black men can't be trusted. They're vile. They're disgusting. And nobody bats an eye. But as soon as these guys, or guys like them and myself, say, hey, listen, I don't hate y'all, I just don't date y'all, now all of a sudden there's something wrong with me.
This is also, I'm sorry, I gotta pause this again, because this is a big misconception these guys do, right? Especially some of these guys in the manosphere, not only just manosphere, but hardliners like Donovan Sharpe, right? Oh, well, girls, you should say, all men are shit, and men are trash and this like that. But when we say something like that, everyone just loses their mind. Okay, what happened to when dudes were saying bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, right? When rappers are actively calling girls broads and hoes and all these different things right now, putting them in all these different manners and all that since the 90s. What about that? Till this day, this shit's still happening. But yeah, y'all want to come online in your own little spaces and say, oh no, it's the only women. They're saying on large media, men aren't shit, all men are trash. We talk about the same shit too in our music. Let's stop the cap. Now, women do it a lot more, but let's not pretend it's a one-sided ordeal. And y'all hats on. Are y'all bullshit hats on? Because I'm smelling a lot of bullshit coming from Donovan right now. I am smelling a lot of bullshit coming from this man. We all do it. We all call each other trash. Because to a certain extent, niggas, we ain't shit. That's just what it is. Stop trying to be something when you're not, bruh.
Me? I respectfully disagree.
For talking and dogging our people and dogging the Black woman. And that microphone and these Black movement will snatch you off that goddamn stage.
He seems very upset. That was a threat. That could be construed as a threat for sure.
Case number 7, to remove Donovan Sharpe's black card. Okay, this man is still thinking that Malik is threatening Myron. Like, this is the shit that clueless white people think about Black folks. If I'm just standing there with a white bitch in the elevator, right? She gonna clutch her purse if I'm looking a certain way, right? Let's just be real. You are saying the same shit one of these white Karens would say. That's what you're saying. You are basically saying that what came out of this man's mouth, but he's saying, hey, we're going to come up there and snatch you off that stage. And he's quoting somebody, right? That someone actually said that actual quote, and he was talking about the relationships with racism. When people go up stage and spew hate, we're going to come up there and shut that shit down. That's what he means. That's exactly what he means. But Donnie Boy, because he's not really black, all right, hey, case number 7, he immediately interpreted it like a white female Karen, and he saw it as a threat. He said this is a thinly veiled threat. Y'all heard that. This man needs to turn in his black card, people. I'm sorry. There's just too much riding on this, but it gets worse as we continue.
Talking and dogging our people.
Now you see, Myron is still not bothered, and the less reactive he is, the more triggered Shabazz gets, just like a female,
And dogging the black woman out. We love some chocolate black women.
And I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. And for every black man that doesn't date a black woman, that's more for you, Malik. You should be happy. You know what I'm saying? You should be happy. Listen, man, if brothers like myself are quote unquote divested, then he should be happy. That's more chocolate goddesses for you. I mean, am I wrong? I mean, I'm just saying.
You're trying to insert logic into a conversation that has none.
Yes, but this needs to be talked about from a logical standpoint. I have no problem with Shabazz. I disagree with his talking points, but hey, he has every right to say what he's saying, and I have every right to disagree.
Right.
Blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Preach it, brother. This nigga said the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I'm gonna tell you what, that was from the great and powerful poet Tupac Shakur.
Oh, really?
Yes. Better.
And dogging our people, and
Tell him, Shabazz.
Dogging the black women. We love some chocolate.
Yes, sir.
Black women.
Yes, sir.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That's all we want to hear out here. And then, as I conclude, to say that everybody has suffered. This brother over here looking like he's a black Olmec, brother Fresh. He's looking as black as tar, talking about.
Hey, Shabazz, listen. Although I disagree, all right, brother, I disagree with the direction you're taking this in. But you spitting facts. This nigga Fresh dark as hell. You a black man, Fresh. That's undeniable. Listen, we could kind of make a case for Myron, but you're black, all right? And what he's kind of saying is facts. But which scares me, where you're sitting there as a black man, clearly, visibly, midnight, all right, talking about your preferences and how you would rather date non-black women, which is fine, but the way you guys said it, knowing your skin color, the goddamn hypocrisy. If some white girl came up and said, nah, I don't date black men, some of y'all will feel a certain kind of way about it. Let's just be real. I know brothers, their egos would be hurt if they heard chicks say that. Let's just be real. Donovan seems like the type of brother to smack a white girl if she said that to him. Let's just be real. Hey, we saw your videos at the start of this video. I mean, you clearly have no problem putting hands on a woman. So it wasn't my mouth. That was yours. You said everything in that intro. In that video intro talking about smacking bitches and punching them and stomping them out, that was you. So I'm not surprised that you're the type of person that'll put hands on a woman. I won't be surprised.
He may date a black woman. If you didn't have probably some money, no one.
So he now is talking about Fresh being as black as tar. So he's offended white people, he's offended Sudanese people, and now he is offending, black people.
Yeah.
So no race is safe with Mr. Shabazz.
Oh, no. Nobody. The only people that are safe with Mr. Shabazz is black women, the queen.
The queen, yes.
He's looking like he's a black Olmec, brother Fresh. He's looking as black as tar, talking about he may date a black woman. If you didn't have probably some money, no woman on the earth would touch you, including the black woman. We can tell you ain't had no women. And so, come on, brothers, wake up.
So what he is trying to say is that black women are different in that they don't look at finances. That's what he's saying. He said if you didn't have any money, none of these women would mess with him. That's
and I disagree, Mr. Shabazz. Hey, brother, I disagree with you too, because there's a hella broads and they're black on TikTok talking about that they will leave a man like that in a heartbeat if the dude ran out of money. All right, it just happens. All right, and not just that. You know, I wouldn't say all women, but most women, you know, that's just what it is. They're wired for that. That's it. What is it? It's the hypergamy, whatever Rollo likes to talk about, right? It is what it freaking is. Okay, the fact of the matter is, all girls, okay, to a certain degree, are gonna leave you if you're broke and you stay broke. All right, keyword: stay broke. Some girls, or actually most of them, will give you a chance, right? Especially if they fuck with you really and they see that you have potential. They will give you a chance and that little bit to keep going. The problem is what happens with a lot of men, and when women get dissatisfied, and I've even heard it on Fresh and Fit itself, right? The problem that happens is that when the man loses his job or loses his major source of income, he gets discouraged to the point where he doesn't try. And when he does try, he doesn't attain the resources that he had in the past or higher. So the person is literally different. It's a changed man, and women are wired to have that, to have that safety and security. It is what it is. So I want more women lean into jobs that have security and benefits than guys leading to something that's commission only. It is what it is. So you got to understand that. That's just how that works. So to demonize us just because of our nature. Oh, guys just want us for our looks. Yeah, because we want to make sure that the younger you are, the more you're more genetically inclined to basically carry my kid to term. And when my kid's born, it's going to be healthy, no defects. So we got to make sure that you're young and healthy, because if I have a kid with you old, that kid may turn out to have autism or something like that. And I got a problem with that. It's just that maybe I don't want my kid to come out having like that. And don't get me wrong, you can't plan against that, but you can do the best to mitigate your risk. And nature has already taken most of that out of the game for you. So all you got to do is do what you're biologically wired to do. If you're a man, look for a woman that's attractive enough and beautiful enough to you that's basically going to be able to carry on your legacy. And for a woman, make sure you find a man that's going to be able to put things together for you can make sure that you guys can carry on that legacy. It is what it is. We both have roles to play here. It's not a one-sided thing.
Exactly right, Shabazz. And this is exactly why we teach men, hey, listen, if you weren't blessed in the aesthetic department like Fresh Prince CEO, guess what? There are other ways you can compensate for that. Fresh is not the best looking dude in the world. Neither is Myron. Neither is neither am I. But we have done things to build ourselves up to make ourselves more attractive to the opposite sex. So for Shabazz to say, man, if you didn't have all that money, none of these women would have anything to do with you. You say that like it's a bad thing.
If you're going to be an entertainer, be a revolutionary entertainer. If you're going to do something, be like Paul Mooney, man. But stop being a Sambo and a Tom and a bootlicking tool for the Klan and white racism and white
This reminds me of
what?
You're fat. You don't work out. You play video games all day. You live in a basement.
Yes.
Basement.
Wow.
Like it's just shaming language. That's
Holy
all
shit.
it is.
Yeah, man. Like he's all over the place and he's mad as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Look at Myron. He's like, dude, really?
And that's what I'm like. When are you going to stop, brother? Because if you don't stop, the new Black Panther Party going to have to stop you.
See?
Whoa.
He keeps no. See, he keeps trying to trigger Myron. That's all this was. He was trying to trigger Myron so that he could get his
How, Donnie boy? Fuck. How is he trying to trigger? He's literally letting them know, hey, you keep this racist shit going. The new Black Panther Party, the party that he's a chair of, is going to put a shot. They're going to put a stop to it. The Black Panther Party historically is known to protect against racism. So if he's talking to Myron in the context of racism and Myron keeps up that shit, he's going to put a stop to it. He's not purposely trying to trigger Myron. We already know that's easy. It's so easy to trigger Myron. Just get a broad up there and have her disagree with him. Just have a girl tell Myron no. That's the easiest way to trigger him. And don't look at me. We can clearly see it. We've all seen it. We all see how easy it is for Myron to get triggered. Matter of fact, the whole reason he's on this biggest platform in the first place is because he was triggered. He was triggered by Asian Doll. That's how he ended up here. So don't try to sit there and try to say this man's trying to trigger Myron. Well, we know Myron is the most easily triggered nigga in the world right now. Let's just be real. Am I lying, people? Put a 1 in the chat if you think I'm telling the truth. Put a 2 if I'm lying. Let me know right now, because the whole reason Myron Gaines is in this scenario right now on this man's platform is because he couldn't control his goddamn temper. What are you talking about? He got triggered easy. Donnie boy, man. Like, the further we go along, this is not looking too good for you. Hey, look at the chat, bro. Look at the chat, Donnie.
Viral moment, and dude, Myron just kept it cool. So racial slurs against white people, Sudanese people, and black people. Number one, he insulted Myron's ethnicity, he insulted Fresh's ethnicity, and threatened him twice.
Tried to, like, basically, I'm going to revoke your black card if you don't get on my program.
I don't know that's what.
That's what I'm saying. We talking about you, Donovan. By the end of this, we revoking your black card.
Called him a tool of the Ku Klux Klan?
A tool of the Klan and a bootlegging Sambo ass nigga. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. God damn it. Can I get an A?
Dude, how cringe is this dude? Just listen to him try to sound black. Like, this is the most cringiest thing in the world, bro. Like, just listen. Fuck, dude. Case number 8. Case number 8, bro. Listen. If y'all listen, bro. Let me just.
I would have Minister Jackson.
I want some grapes right now.
Oh, I know, right? That would.
She wants some grapes, baby. She wants some grapes. And what do we know about grapes, right? Well, historically speaking, if you're black, right? What do we know that is a stereotype that has to do with grapes? I ain't even gonna say it on here, but y'all know. Y'all know. And a white woman next to a so-called black man is out here just saying that shit. Come on. Hey, Rolo, hey, they mentioned you in here. If anything, we're going to make a case. All right, guys, I'm going to change it up a little bit. At the end of this episode here, I'm going to make a case that Rollo Tomasi, the author of the Rational Male, the Unrational Males, I guess, right? You can call it at this point, right? Is a racist. Is actually the real racist. And he's responsible for Myron Gaines and Fresh and Fit's racism. And Donovan isn't black. That's right. His leader is a racist, and Donovan isn't black. That's a case I'm going to make by the end of this live stream right now. And they are solely responsible for Fresh and Fit and the bumbling mistakes that they have made up until this point. They are solely responsible. I am going to make that case at the end of this live stream.
Would be nice.
Black power.
Black power. Okay, now, all jokes aside, Malik Shabazz just embarrassed himself, his friends, and his family, and the new Black Panther Party. He just made them all look stupid. And here's the thing. This isn't even about whether or not you agree or disagree with Shabazz's talking points. He is well within his rights to be critical of anybody for anything. Okay, so he has a critical opinion, doesn't think too highly of brothers who don't date black women. I understand it. He is highly critical of brothers who talk shit about black women. I can appreciate that as well. So he is critical of brothers, not necessarily who insult black women, but talk about the reason they don't date black women. Hey, listen, I can respectfully disagree, but hey, man, he is free to talk about what he wants to talk about. But this man just on live Instagram spewed racial slurs about every race he could think of and threatened Myron twice. Now, you tell me that he hasn't just
Yeah. Drink that water. Drink that fucking water. The mouth getting dry, huh? It's getting real fucking dry. Your girl had to hand you that bottle over there because you spitting a bunch of bullshit. Your mouth getting dry because there's too much shit coming out of it, bruh. And now you got to wash that shit down because it's too much. Too much. Wash that shit down, Donnie. Wash it down. Nice, cold water for that shitty-ass mouth.
Himself. Huh? Anyone who, if you're a man or a woman and you're watching this and you're like, oh my God, Shabazz absolutely cooked Myron Gaines and cooked Fresh, you got a problem. Because spewing racial epithets, racial slurs, and threatening people, that's not cooking somebody. That's embarrassing yourself and making yourself look. This is not a good look for Shabazz. It's just not. And for him to be as accomplished and I wouldn't. This guy's been on Fox News. He's been on national TV, all that stuff. He was very prominent in Durham, by the way, for the Duke Lacrosse case. Yes, he was. Yeah. He was calling for the David Evans, Colin Finnerty, and Reed Seligman. He was right there on the front lines. We want justice for Crystal Gayle Mangum. Like he was all. Hey, listen, that's his God-given right. That's his God-given right. But so for a man like this, with all of his accomplishments and what he's done and what he stood for, to say and do what he just did, that's embarrassing. I mean, wouldn't you think?
This is just disgusting human behavior. I don't care what your message is. If this is the way you're going about it, nobody's going to listen.
No, I can't. I can't imagine anyone who.
No one's gonna listen on a platform with more than 1 million followers. No one's gonna listen. You know what? No one is listening to is you, Donnie B. No one is listening to you. No one, except for the same old dude and us, and we clowning you right now. We already know you on some bullshit. There's verifiable proof that you're a bullshitter. No one listens to you, bro. Stop projecting. Like, stop it. Both of y'all. Y'all acting ridiculous.
Take him seriously. Seriously. We'll continue this in just a second. I just want to make sure that I get all of these super chats here. Yeah, go ahead. Black Wolf Inc. with a $5.
Hold up. Hey, she about to use the restroom, y'all. And another one of Donovan's what do you call it? Points that his girl, the girl that he's dealing with right now, right, does not have an iron board backside. Let's see.
Our super chat says this was the saddest attempt at Ungawa Black Power I've ever heard. He used sign language and pro-whack BS agenda to own Fresh and.
I didn't see no. Hey, listen. As a black man, I didn't see something worth grabbing. Okay, I just didn't see it. So miss with that bullshit, Dottie. Just miss with that. We're gonna skip the super chats, and then he said something else. Fresh's response. Let's get the Fresh's response real quick.
Hey man, like I was saying, how old are you? The 70.
Hey, the way he hopped on the stream was kind of funny though. I ain't going Jack. Fresh cracking me up the way you. Hey man, listen here, man. What old are you, man? How old are you?
Years old, nigga. Anyhow,
No, bro.
I got a white ass dog right here. You're saying I don't get black women, right? Bro, I'm from Barbados, bro. My whole life, basically, I was getting black chicks. So you
Cap, bro. You liar. And I already broke through that at the start of this shit, so I'm not gonna go through it again. But it's cap, dog.
your assumption based off of like, oh, these guys are celebrities and they don't like they're caucus with.
I disagree with what Fresh is doing here. Fresh does not owe this dude. He doesn't owe this nigga an explanation. He doesn't owe him that at all. If I were Fresh, I'd have kept on with the, hey, my dog is white, my walls are white, hell, my eyeballs are white. I even eat crackers, Malik. What you gonna do about that?
Bro, at the same time, I respect your opinion. You don't know us. So for you to say that, I just find it hysterical because you're assuming based off of a clip.
No, bro. There's like a mountain of evidence, videos spanning over a year now of you two guys' antics, including mainstream media with the real, all right? Because the shit you guys said on TikTok, there's verifiable proof of your buffoonery spanning over a year. So what are you going to talk about people basing you off of a clip? That's bullshit, dude. People clearly know who you guys are. You're on a mainstream platform right now, acting stupid. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Now, I don't know what you date. I don't care what you date.
There you go.
None of my business.
There you go.
Guys, I wanted to point this shit out, okay? This man is a millionaire entrepreneur. Look what he's wearing, right? Now look at this fool. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this mess. Look at this. It just never stops. One's low key, and this ain't even a chain, bro. This is like a beaded necklace. I ain't out here with a beaded necklace. This dude got chained up all over. Big difference, bro. You can tell who's got money and who's just fronting.
You're talking about shit right now, bro.
Okay, so Fresh handled that quite well.
Yeah.
He handled that quite well. So listen, man, I don't know what you did. I don't know who you did. Hey, none of my business. It is what it is. But he took the irony and said, listen, I respect your opinion. You see, Mr. Shabazz, had he done this maybe 6 or 7 months ago, he might have gotten the response that he wanted. But, of course, the Abin Preach situation, the Anna Quinn situation, his cheeks, all that, like Myron and Fresh are battle-tested. They know what not to step in. They know exactly what they're doing.
What? Yeah. What in the hell are you talking about? They're not battle-tested at all. These niggas, they make it 5 days into the 2022, and they already fucking up. Matter of fact, they fucked up so bad, they're on the platform right now trying to explain their fuck ups. What do you mean this nigga's battle tested? He is not battle tested. He's a battle newbie. That's what the fuck he is. He's bumbling his way throughout this entire shit right now, and he's on a mainstream platform talking to us damn near fucking, oh my God. Oh, God, fucking, God damn it. God fucking damn it, dude. This guy is so stupid. You're fucking stupid, dude. Dude, Donovan, Sharpe. Oh, fucking A, bro. I can't. This guy literally breaks my brain. He's like, listen, I had to change my point. I literally thought this dude was, at least I had to give you the benefit of the doubt. But Donovan, the more you go on, I'm starting to think you're legitimately fucking stupid. Like, you are stupid, dog. You're clearly just making an excuse for your boys, but you're dumb. This is a dumb argument, and you're not going to win it.
Watch it. Bro, what I'm doing is I'm being on point, bro. I hear clearly what you're saying.
No, Mr. Lewis, you're not being on point. You're on here acting like a woman.
You don't like black women. They're not your preference, and you equate black women.
Well, wait a minute. You don't like... No. Just because I don't date black women doesn't mean I don't like them. Just like I said, I don't hate you. I just don't date you.
But he didn't just say that. Dabble in the dark. Night Riders ain't down with the brown. Shaniqua, Lakeisha. He didn't just say what you're saying, Donnie. Stop being disingenuous. See, this is the kind of shit, bro. I need to get high after this. Oh, Donnie, you stressing me. I gotta get high after this, bro. I gotta get my shit rolled up already. This is ridiculous. You are stressing me the fuck out right now, dog. Like, how? How? You're not making any sense, Donnie. You are reaching. That's what you're doing. You're reaching.
So what he's trying to say is that if you don't date black women, then you must hate black women.
This doesn't make any sense.
That makes no sense. But of course, just like you said, that's a logical. Yeah.
I mean, what's good?
There was nothing logical about what you said, bro. There was nothing. Fresh and Fit went above and beyond than just stating their preferences. And everyone saw it. Everyone knows it. There's a whole reason why they're on this platform right now. If they simply said exactly how you said it, Donovan, this wouldn't be an issue, and they wouldn't be on this platform right now getting their rights written to them. They wouldn't be. So stop being disingenuous. We're not stupid, bro. We get what's going on.
Black to you is good because maybe you've been rejected
There's Hero on the screen
all your life because you so black and you got that big broad nose.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. This shit the Fresh did is kind of funny. He legitimately got a white bitch. That's funny. I gotta give him that.
And you look like
Oh
a
my-
original African.
Oh my
black
goodness.
statue. And then you
Unbelievable.
want to get away from
Listen to this.
Now, I don't know what you date. I don't care what you date. None of my business.
Wow.
So
Listen
we
to
gotta shit,
this.
You're talking a lot of shit right now, bro.
This is
A lot of shit.
crazy.
bro. What I'm doing is I'm being on point, bro. I hear clearly what you're saying. You don't like black women. They're not your preference. And you equate black women with hood. Everything black to you is hood. Because maybe you've been rejected all your life because you're so black and you got that big broad nose and you look like a rich African black statue. And then you want to get away from all the insults you suffered all your life because you're so...
FYI, if we're reading what's happening right now on the screen, the only reason why he's escalating to the point where he's calling this nigga a black statue, which, I mean, factually speaking, I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. We're just gonna keep it at that. But this man literally just showed up and then threw his dog out there in a little stream while he was talking to him. So although it was kind of funny, he probably took that as disrespect, and now he's calling you a damn darky star shoe. That's what it is. Listen. I didn't put it on me. I was the one in your shoes. It was you. This is what it is.
Was calling you. Now you want to get away from black, brother. But it's your job now to embrace yourself, to love yourself for the first time in your life. And you show that by loving your black woman.
No, I don't have to love.
And that's where, Mr. Shabazz, you lost me. All right. That's not how you do it. All right. You don't listen, you show love for everybody, period. But I mean, black women, it's not you show love to you because you want to show love to you, not because you want to show love because of a black woman, right? The way his ideology, I don't know if he's trying to make it sound that way just for the sake of argument, but he's centering everything around the black woman. And maybe that's how you think, but that's not how most young people think. And these guys are not going to relate to that at all. They're not. You're just not going to tell them shit, bro. They're not. So when you were saying that, oh, to love yourself, you got to love your black woman, it just doesn't work out that way. It doesn't, Mr. Shabazz. It just sounds pretty fake. That's what it does. All right. It sounds fake. Let's just keep it real here. Just do what you need to do and put in the self-work to really love yourself and to really figure out what the self-work, what it takes. You just got to go out there and get tested by life. That's literally all it is. You let life test you so you know who you really are. Eric Thomas said this beautiful quote, and it stuck with me ever since, bro. Eric Thomas says that everybody, especially on the internet, runs around acting like they're fucking lions, bro. All right? They act like fucking lions doing their thing, but when they get tested, right, when you throw them out in the real world, you take them out of the element, you put them in the real world, you figure out that a lot of these dudes who are acting like lions are fucking gazelles, just fronting like them. That's just all it is. All right, so all these dudes out here, majority of them are goddamn gazelles. And when you put them out here in the real world, you take away from the online world, they turn from goddamn fucking lions, paper lions, to goddamn gazelles, and they get eaten up by the real ones. That's just how this shit works. Y'all are paper fucking kittens. That's what all you guys are paper kittens.
Listen, I love 3 black women in my life: my mother and my 2 sisters. That's it. And of course, aunts and you know, my grandmother, God rest her soul.
Right. You love 3 black women in your entire life, but you don't. You like what, bro? What? You love black women. You don't hate them, but you only love 3 black women. You don't hate black women, but you just love 3. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Whatever. Just
right. But again, for this dude to suggest that, hey, show that you love yourself by dating. No. Listen, man. If I have a preference, that's my preference. I can date who I want for whatever reason I want. Just like you said attraction cannot be negotiated. What this dude is trying to do is he's trying to shame them for their preference. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think because they have such a large audience, he's afraid that they're going to influence other black men to step away from dating black women.
Oh, but black men.
How? Black men already have that influence. They don't need Fresh and Fit to tell them. What are you talking about, dude? They don't need Fresh and Fit to tell them to date out. Black men are already doing that. They're doing that in mass numbers right now. They don't need you to tell them that. The black men listen to Fresh and Fit are kids. They're not men yet. Okay? So let's keep that in mind. But black men are already doing that. It's not that, lady. I don't even know what Devon, is that what your name is? Devon. All right? Donovan, Devon. Y'all just some weird. I mean, look at this. Look at this mess. I mean, what is this? What are we trying to do here? Jesus Christ.
Don't need black.
There you go.
Yeah, listen, I'll tell you, that's a very good point. But young black men do not need other black men to show them why they could possibly stop dating sisters. Sisters do a great job of that all by themselves.
He started out by saying athletes and entertainers, once they become successful, the first thing that they do is stop dating black women. So.
Hey, what
is that not the truth or what? Like that's majority of them. Not all of them, but majority of them. So he's making a pretty good case. And now the reason why black men do that, that's up in the air. That could be for multiple different reasons, right? But at the end of the day, when black men get on, they leave ass for a white girl.
Why that is? Because the more because the more clout, the more success you have, the more options you have in women. Right? Mm-hmm. And listen, man, if you can love your beautiful black queens and all this other kind of stuff. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Black women in this country are at the bottom of the sexual totem pole. They're at the bottom of the sexual totem pole for many reasons, but it has nothing to do with the way they look.
Wrong again. No, if anything, I think black women are the top of the sexual totem pole. I mean, if you don't believe me, look at fucking culture right now. This is why when some of these manosphere content creators say this stuff and whatnot, I'm like, okay, you're saying black women aren't, when you're talking about sexually speaking, they're not up there. And then I'm looking around in the real world, I'm seeing the Cardi B's, I'm seeing the Meg Thee Stallions, I'm seeing all these women who are trying to be black and trying to do all these things. And you know what I hear? I see a lot of the same things. I see a lot of influencers acting like sisters. That's what I see. Big booties are now a thing. All these different cultural things that we have are now a thing because black women sexualize them. So why are you going to sit there and tell me they're at the bottom of the sexual totem pole when literally they're the ones where a lot of women, even white women, want to model their bodies after. Make it make sense, bruh. No, they're up there. So these dumb facts you manosphere dudes spill regarding that shit, like, listen, if you want to talk about dating and relationships, that's a different story, right? But then there are a whole bunch of nuances that come with that. But if we're talking about, like, sexually speaking, it's a different story because culturally, black women run this shit, you dummy. Like, what are you talking about? They're the most sexualized in our culture right now. What do you... Jesus. Like, you over here with lack of critical thought agreeing without even thinking about black women being at the bottom of the totem pole sexually, that's a problem. Now, relationship-wise, that's a different argument. That's a completely different argument. And we already know that. There's numbers out there, right? Relationship-wise. But sexually speaking, I can't rock with you on that.
Look, guys, I hate to disappoint you, but black women, as far as attraction are concerned, and I've said this before, body type, body-wise, they could corner the market. No, the problem is that 80% of black women are overweight or morbidly obese. A good number of them, I don't even want to say most of them, but enough of them are masculine, think they're the heads of household, they're combative, they want to argue all the time. Enough of them embody these traits to where, listen, if you're a black man and you get any measure of clout, why in the world would you get with a woman that's not your type?
And Donovan Sharpe is right in that scenario. Why would you get with a woman who's not your type? So you vet. And who knows? Maybe along the line, once you figure out what your type is, maybe it is a black woman. Maybe you'll find yourself a black woman who doesn't exemplify the traits that Donnie Boy just saw set out to do. Maybe. Because I've dated them. They're out there. So I don't know what this dude's talking about. I genuinely don't know. You're generalizing, bro.
Makes absolutely no sense. We as black men, we're the... does this happen in the white community? Do white guys get shamed from the white community for dating outside their race?
Not that I'm aware of.
My white guys, and in the comments as well.
Which is all of your audience. Majority of them are white. So just stop.
Any other race of people, and I'm not asking this facetiously because I'm sure that there are probably other cultures or races who, I don't know, maybe Indian men, Indian women, do they get shamed for wanting white girls? I don't know. But the more money, clout, success you have, the more options you have in women. And if the most successful black men are choosing non-black women, that's not their problem. That sounds like a black woman problem. If people are not choosing you when they have a choice, then you guys see the issue with that. Sisters, if you're not getting chosen, that's not the chooser's problem. What's wrong with him? He got a little bit of money, now he's with a white girl? That's not his problem, sweetheart. That's a you problem. Oops.
You don't show that by being a Tom and a stool pigeon. Because white women leave you. As soon as your yacht run aground, they leaving you because they don't want you for you. They want you for whatever you can do, brother.
Oh.
And that's where I got to disagree with Mr. Shabazz. Okay, all women do that. All women do that. All right. As soon as they've gotten what they've gotten from you, it is what it is. Unless you can keep her, you can keep teaching her, you can keep leading her, and you stop being lazy in these relationships, then you can win and you can prevent that from happening. But what ends up happening is most guys, when they get into these relationships, just like the women, the guys get comfortable. Unfortunately, when guys get comfortable in relationships, the woman leaves. She gets bored. There's no life, there's no interest, there's no excitement. And she's gone. That's just what it is. It literally, that's what it is. It's nature. And plus, relationships, they grow old and it dies. It's just what it is. It's the nature of life. You get them together, you have the fiery, relationship, and then burns out. Move on. Sometimes people figure out how to keep that flame going for longer, and others, they don't have the tools to put in the work. It is what it is. But relationships are not permanent. Nothing is. If anything, the only thing that's permanent is change.
So black women are the only race of women that loves men for men. Is that what I'm hearing? It sounds like he's virtue signaling. So I guess according to Shabazz, black women don't love men for what they can do for them. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, that doesn't make any sense, does it?
I mean, that's if black women are the only ones offering unconditional love, then what are we doing?
Jesus
Christ. Go snatch them up.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
They're the only ones. Every other woman, conditional love.
Yeah. Every other woman, conditional love. And you can see Fresh is getting he's getting a kick out of this.
And you're an example, black man. I mean, we saying you're an example, black man. Crack jokes, but crack on this cracker. That's what we want to see you crack on.
Okay, so they want Myron and Fresh to spew racial slurs against crackers. Okay. All right.
They're not.
Okay.
They're not in the racial business.
No,
Period,
no,
so-
they're in the they're in the content creation business. RPAP says Donovan, the easiest way to explain the most shame a man would face dating outside of his race. Remember,
DMV Dream, I like that comment. White people get criticized every day for not dating their own race. Like Adele. Facts. No, that's facts. But we in the black community, especially in the black manosphere, especially the black men in the black manosphere, certain elements of the black men, they try to ignore this shit. Like we don't see reality, dummy. Like, what are you talking about? Women of all races do this shit. It's not just black women. So when guys who come from the real world and they're looking at this stuff and these guys are just trying to make it seem like black women are the only ones with these problems, then they get confused because they're looking at all these other races of women that do the exact same thing. And they're like, well, what the fuck are these guys talking about? All women do this stuff, bro. It's not just black women. And then you get mad when women feel like the whole space is targeted against them, when black women feel that way. The reason why they feel that way because they know women. Matter of fact, if anything, they know about white women and their personalities and behaviors in general that most of y'all do, because most of y'all don't talk to girls. So they know. They don't need y'all to tell them. They know. They know what these women are on because they on the same demon shit that they're on. Same energy. The fuck are you talking about? All women are capable of this kind of mentality. All women are capable of this kind of action. All women are. Keyword is capable. They can choose to act on their impulses and they can choose not to. What are you talking about? This happens to everyone. You know the reason why we don't hear about the white or any other community about this? Because they don't get into spaces and cry about it all damn day. The women, they still come after Adele. They still come after her. The men, the white men, they don't sit there huddled up in groups talk about, oh, yeah, look at Adele. Yeah, she's dating that Night Rider. Yeah, she's dating that Night Rider. Goddamn. Yeah, I'm so mad. Why they gotta go for they always gotta go for the Tyrons? Yeah, they gotta get the Tyrons. No, dude, they don't give a fuck. At least most of them. Some guys complain, but they're in the minority. It seems like the complaints come from black dudes. Yet we try to freaking ignore that, forget about that, and say, no, it's the women that have the problems. Get that shit out of here, bro. I can't rock with that, Donnie. I just can't.
Remember when Jeff from 90 Day Fiancé was telling Mary about going to Russia to meet Varya, and Mary got all in a huff and said, quote, why Russia? Why isn't an American woman good enough? Why am I not good enough? That is about the maximum shame we'll face. Okay, all right. I'm gonna tell you what, man, we as black men, I'll tell you what.
The only reason she said that was she was just saying,
she likes Jeff.
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
she wanted
why
Jeff.
do you want someone from around the world when you got someone right here?
Exactly. Ease Chill, $5 says, this must be that new Black Panther party that hosted the BET Awards, maybe. Jimmy in Dallas says, my eyeballs are white, my walls are white, my eyeballs are white, I even eat crackers on occasion. That's funny. Martin, $5 says, Mr. Shabazz is an irrational man that wants to argue in bad faith. He could have come at this a whole different way. Scotty S has never been shamed for my preference. There you go. Mr. J, says, forgot to do it this time. Is he being respectful?
Nope.
The power of the sign language strong?
Yep.
Was it professional?
Nope.
Was he acting like a woman?
Yep.
Did he give any strong points?
Nope.
Should he continue? But we will let him anyway.
You're making derogatory white people, and that's okay. Like, straight up, like we're gonna make jokes on everyone. Oh, you're putting down the black woman. Real talk, with all due respect, is how you look right now.
You might throw and ain't gonna.
Got upper left hand corner. He looks pissed. Yet when Shabazz was spitting all those racial slurs,
no, my nigga. Hey, Ferraris kept that same face the entire time, bro. Matter of fact, when I was watching this originally, I thought that Ferrar thought all these dudes were clowns, but obviously not him because he forwarded his book. But just his face has been the same the entire time, bro. All right, the poker face has not changed, but this right here Oh man. Oh fuck. Oh shit. All I gotta say about this right here, is, hey, listen, Fresh, Prince, CEO, Myron Gaines, allow me to officially welcome you motherfuckers in the mainstream. All right, allow me to welcome you motherfuckers into the world of infamy. All right, because you are gonna be infamous for this shit right here. Listen, I don't know when, I don't know how. I literally just, what I know is that what you did right here with this dummy smiling and co-signing is going to hunt you. It is going to hunt you. It's going to come back and in the way you least expect it. Let's get the likes up, people.
Oh, hell no.
Let's get the likes up. Please, let's get the likes up. This is going to come back to haunt you, bro. But for the meantime, the time being, let's just be real. This shit kind of funny.
He almost looked pleased.
Come on, Myron. Come on, Myron. Wrong, brother.
How was she respond to that, right? I mean,
Brother Myron, we see every athlete, every entertainer. Soon as they get a few pennies, they running after white folks. Soon as you get a few pennies, and then we see it.
as soon as you get a few pennies, we run after white folks. Well, he meant white girls. No, Mr. Listen, I didn't choose white girls, Shabazz. White girls chose me.
Academy Awards. We see it on the football field. And somebody
see that? We see on the Academy Awards. We see it.
First of all, let's stop this right there. There is some truth to that. And I'm talking about the elements of if a black woman chooses you, vice versa type of thing. There's some truth to that. Don't get me wrong. But listen, man, the woman has, listen, black women, if we're talking about black women in particular, a black woman, if she likes you, she got no problem talking to you. And when, like, listen, I've been approached by a lot of black chicks, and when they approach me, they're like, literally, it's straight up like, when you talk to them, you could tell there's a wall. They put up a wall, and it's usually some heavy sarcasm. But if you can show that you're cool, you're not affected by this, and you're chill, like, they will fold. They will fold, because for a black woman to come in and talk to you, like, I'm talking about black women, I'm talking about the Asian doll types. For them to, like, really just, like, approach you like that, they got to find you attractive. And not only on a physical scale, but on the swag scale, too. Because black women, they have the extra swag meter. All right, you got the money meter, you got the physical meter, like the physicality, and then you got the swag. All right, the swag is everything. For white girls, right? White girls like Donnie Boy's girl over here, right? The swag meter is almost non-existent. There is no swag meter whatsoever, and I can prove it because she's married or she's with this dude right over here, and this dude has zero swag, and we all know that because we're watching it right now. We're watching your swag on display, and it ain't pretty. All right, so if you tick those boxes, a woman will come and talk to you, bro. And they're a lot more straight, the more direct. And actually, black women are the easiest to get with. The fact of the matter is that you have problems with it. And don't get me wrong. The reason why they're easy because they want black men. They want the right kind of black men. So when they find that, they'll come talk to you. They have no problem. They have no problem calling you goofy. Oh, you think you slick? Oh, you cute. Oh, you think you cute, huh? They have no problem doing that. If they like you. If they don't, they'll let you know. And guys like Donovan has been let know that black girls think he's corny. And I know, because in middle school, before I had to change up my style, because I knew I wanted them sisters. Oh, I knew I wanted them. You can't go through them schools, man, looking at them asses, looking at them girls, man. You telling me you don't want one of them sisters? You telling me that? Nah. As soon as I saw them going after the dudes that were dressing like, you got the tall tees, baggy clothes, baggy jeans, and I'm over here in my fitted clothes and my shaved head and no hat. I'm like, yo, I want the kind of box they getting. And guess what? Your boy switched up. Your boy code switched, baby. And I was swimming in box. Just like that. Yeah, just like that. But someone like you, Donovan, it's going to be very, very hard. Because even though you may look black, not all skin folk are kinfolk, brother. Just got to say.
Get on the football field. So what he is talking about is he is complaining that as soon as a black man makes it, as soon as a black man gets any measure of clout, status, fame, wealth, he goes running to white people. Just like I said before, Dev, the more money, status, clout you have, the more options you have.
Yeah.
And the more options you have, the more selective you can be. So again, if sisters are complaining that brothers who actually make
bull fucking shit, because listen, Fresh and Fit already debunked that. What do Fresh and Fit say on their older podcasts, right? They will always say, oh, they bang the same girls these rappers and great value athletes bang, right? And they're not even close to their level. They don't have the same level of money that they have. So what do you mean? What do you mean that like if you're banging the same girls, these guys who have way more money than you bang, that listen, it doesn't matter if you're high value, you make all the money in the world. Yeah, more options will open up to you, but more options will only open up to you because you feel as though money is your way to get more options. There are guys out there that literally bang IG models that celebrities bang. And they're broke. They got no money. Matter of fact, some of these IG models that these celebrity bang already are single moms. And they're single moms by dudes that they have to pay as much as they're paying right now. Celebrities, if anything, are the great value simps in this point, right? They're using a different strategy, right? They're using a money strategy. Chances are because they don't have the time, but they got the strategy nevertheless. The fact of the matter is you pay for it. You pay for it.
Aren't picking them. Listen, whatever helps you sleep at night, that's not their problem. No, sweetheart. That's a you problem. If your own people, if brothers who make it aren't picking black women, that's not a black man problem. That's not a money problem. He wants out. He's got to go potty.
He has to stand up here on this show tonight and say that we love the original woman, the black woman. We love that Sudanese woman, that African woman. That's who we love. That's who we embrace. That's who we want. We don't want nothing else.
Black Lemur just nailed it. Says most black football players have black wives. That's exactly right. Dude, 94% of black men, 94% of black men who are married to black women. So what's the problem? Well, he just told us what the problem is. They don't have a problem with the bottom 90. They don't have a problem with the 94% who are married to black women. No. That 6% is the top 6%.
You just spent your entire show trying to twist the words like the majority of black women act this way. You just fucking said that. You said most black women are loud, they're disrespectful, they're masculine. You said that on the stream, and then dude turned around and super chat you and told you that most black women football players are married to black women, and you switched up. Shut the fuck up, Donnie boy. Shut up. Shut up. You are breaking my brain. You are literally breaking my brain. Shut up. Stop switching. If you think majority of black women ain't shit like you're saying, then stick with it. Not when you're in the face of real facts. That's what I'm telling you. This bullshit these guys spill about black men leaving. Black men overwhelmingly want to be with black women, and they want to be with the right kind of black women, and the right kind of black women exists, and you just prove that. The fuck? This is what we talk about. When guys look at this and they watch this, especially coming from the real world, and they see the kind of garbage you and the other guys in the hardline red pill space are spewing, they're like, what the fuck? And y'all turn around and say, no, you have the problem. What are you talking about? You guys have the problem. If you have a problem with the facts that I'm spitting, it's you. You got to look at yourself. But you're wrong. Black women want black men. Good black women want black men. All right? Black men want good black women. That's just how it is. And when you get to that high enough level or status, right, it becomes easier to find those good women. But for most guys in that space, when they get great value, unfortunately, they fall into the trap with the bad women. That's just what it is. The fact of the matter is you have to go find them. You find a wife. A wife don't find you. You find her.
Him, just like every other sister out there, they're mad that once brothers mate, they don't choose black women. Listen, most black men are with black women. So what's the problem?
Somebody has to be strong in this hour. You know, you got the right mask on, goddammit. You got the right mask on.
I'm just like, bro.
Oh, a white man,
Hey, y'all, enjoy this. Just enjoy this while you can. All right, Fresh and Fit. Enjoy this. You got the little smile on your face right now. Dude's got the mask. They're having a ball. They're on a mainstream platform. All right. They got Farah to break out. He's smiling now. All right. They got him to smile. So enjoy this beautiful, bittersweet moment because it will haunt you. I'm talking about listen, what y'all don't realize is you're slowly starting to make your way throughout the greater platforms at large. This is where things get testy. This is where things are going to start getting testy. And when people want to put something together against y'all, this right here, this shit right fucking here will undo you. Just like that TikTok post that you did that was years ago that came back, that video that everyone's reacting to right now that you guys did a long time back that's haunting y'all right now because of Asian Doll. There's going to be something in the future that you guys do, and this right here is going to come back on y'all. This is what happens when children don't think about the long-term consequences of their current day actions.
See, now Shabazz is laughing because even he understands that fresh on the white dog. That's well, he knows.
Dog with the white toy.
Right. He's like, yo, that's some funny shit. Like even he can, in an honest moment, okay, all right, he got me on that one.
Nigga, like what? Cause you right now. Oh, really?
I tell you, man.
Black coffee, no sugar, no cream.
Man, look, I'm trying to tell you.
Look, Shabazz is amused. I think he knows this is funny.
I'll be on the lookout.
Is he amused, which I think they genuinely are, or are they so fucking like stunned that someone who is looking like a black man literally just put on a clown mask and is doing this shit? How? Listen, man. If I'm in an interview trying to have a conversation, all right, and oh boy throws on a fucking it mask and starts doing this, I'm gonna break out and start laughing because that shit doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, why is he doing this? Like, why? You know what's funny? I get the same reaction, right? I get that same reaction, that same look that Farah got right here. I get that look when I used to watch y'all show and y'all all of a sudden break out in these ski masks and run around kicking each other in the nuts and shit. I have this face on right there when y'all do that shit. When y'all run around the little mask, right? Y'all doing this shit. Y'all doing this, right? Oh, let me karate kick over here, right? When y'all doing that shit, I say, hey, this is my face right here. Like, huh? Right, hold on. Let me get my mother back in here. This is my face right here. I'm just like, what these motherfuckers doing? Right? I got an awkward smile on my face. That's what I got, right? It's like trying to explain Black History Month to a Karen. That's the face I got, right? Right? When I see y'all do this shit, running around with the ski mask and shit, that's what I see. I got the same face. So is he laughing because he's genuinely amused, or is this fucking cringe? You be the judge. I don't know. To me, I'd be cringed out. Especially if this nigga, listen, at least Fresh comeback was funny because it was a dog. And it's dogs bitches. So it is what it is. I don't know if it's a female dog or a male dog. I don't know. But obviously the bitch term comes from a female dog in heat, right? So I don't know if that dog's in heat or it's a female. But that was funny, right? Because there's a white bitch right there. He had one, right? Myron's rebuttal is to put on the fucking mask and dance. You fucking clown, dog. Fucking clown, bro.
I'm telling this audience, the Black Power movement and the new Black Panther Party are going to put a stop to this kind of activity. I'm guaranteeing you.
There we go. The new Black Panther Party is going to put a stop to this activity. So, listen, if anything does happen to Fresh and Fit, this is a not so thinly veiled threat.
Yeah, this guy sounds mentally ill.
I'm going to give you my final thoughts on him. Lily, $5.
What? Hey! Fuck your final thoughts, nigga. Fuck your final thoughts. Like, fuck your final fucking thoughts. Exhibit motherfucking 9. Exhibit motherfucking 9. This nigga is not black. He is not black. That wasn't a threat. He was talking about the buffoonery you guys are up to. That's what he was talking about, Donnie. That's what he was talking about. The fact of the matter is the prejudicial freaking nature you guys displayed on that tape that was resurfaced. You guys talking about Night Riders and all that shit dabbling the brown. They will put a stop to it. They're literally the second generation of the Black Panther Party, and he's sitting on a chair for it. So if he say they're going to put a stop to it, that's what they're referring to. But you, Donovan, as a white man on the inside, is taking that as some thinly veiled threat. Oh, are you threatening me? You know what that makes me realize? It makes me realize that when I was younger and I was coming up into the sales world, right? And I was coming up there, I had a few back and forth and spats with managers, right? Managers who were above me. And sometimes I get a little passionate, right? You know, and here's my thing. I'm the kind of person that I don't play that surface shit. Like, what do you call it? The little underhanded type of thing that, you know, these corporate dramas that these guys like to play when they want to do stuff to you, right? But they want to look nice. I'll confront you, all right? And I'm not crazy. I'm not wild. I won't get violent on you, right? Because I know how to behave in a corporate setting. But I will walk into your office, close the goddamn door. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. I'm going to sit my ass in that chair. We're going to have a goddamn conversation. That's what we're going to fucking do. All right. So now some people would say that as take that as a angry black man, right? They take my style of, you know, approaching things, my straightforward, direct nature of speaking, straightforward, straight shooting right from the hip. They will take that as me being an angry black man. Yes, I've had that, right? Especially for people who don't really understand black people, right? Like white folks, Asians, right? Some of the people that I've seen, other cultures, right? So when they see me in a passionate mode, right, they can't tell the difference between an angry man and a passionate man, right? So listen, that's what you sound right now. You sound like a man who can't tell the difference when a man is genuinely passionate about his craft and what he's been doing literally his entire life to lead up to the fact that he's a goddamn damn near one of the leaders of the new Black Panther Party. That's his passion. When he says the new movement is going to stop that, he's speaking as the chairman of the goddamn party. You are a new target. And it's racism. And now you guys are being painted as a new face of it. That's all he means. But the fact of the matter is, you sitting here talking about, oh, listen, if anything happens to Fresh, if anything happens to Myron, well, we have the evidence right here. We have a thinly veiled threat. You don't understand black people, Donnie. That's why listen, I've called this out ever since I heard you say the N-word the first time. I called it out, and I think we're going to have that conversation here. You don't understand black people, bro. And the reason why you don't understand black people is because you're not really black. I mean, you look black, but you're not really black. Let's just be real. So, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, Black Manosphere and other black folks in the greater YouTube space and Manosphere space at large, I formally want to make a plea to you guys. All right? This is serious for a second. Right? We gotta get serious. All right? We gotta get serious. I formally want to place or make a plea, all right, about this Negro Donovan Sharpe, a.k.a. Donnie Boy, that we effectively immediately revoke his black card. That's right. We revoke his black card. And along with the revocation of his black card also comes with the dismissal of the privileges that comes with said black card. No more barbecue hangouts, damn near no more barbecues, and no more saying the N-word. No, I would say no more dating black women, but I mean, you already beat us to the punch for that one. But all of the perks that come with being an honorary black man in America, all right, I formally put in and make the declaration that Donovan Sharpe is no longer a black man. Please turn in your card. And those of you guys that agree with me, please put a 1 in the chat right now. I'll wait. If you don't, put a 2. I'll wait. Hey, look at all those ones, Donnie. Looks like the chat agrees with me. Give me your black card, please. Please. It's over with. I'm sorry. All right. We got to sing. All right. Y'all ready? Nah, 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 nah. Nah. Hey. Goodbye, Donnie boy. We got to take your black card now. I'm sorry, brother. Hey, listen. Everything that's happening to you right now, you deserved it, all right? Because all this shit that is happening to you, Donovan, say Sharpe, okay? You brought it on yourself. Give me your black card right now, right here. Yeah, give me your black card right now. We give you your black card. Thank you. It's over with. You ain't black, and your master Rollo Tomasi's a racist. That's what it is. And if you don't believe me, hey, these guys, fresh and fit, all right, they grew up reading your goddamn book, all right? And because Donnie Boy is under your tutelage, okay, y'all came together and you run this shit. So by association, Rollo Tomasi, you, sir, are a racist. And your Rational Nail books are also racist because of your influence. Fresh and Fit was able to go on a platform like this and embarrass themselves because they learned from the master himself. You, the racist, Rollo Tomasi, just like you make that claim with Anthony Johnson the other day. You tried to make that claim. This is how easy it can be flipped on you because you're a fucking dummy making dumb arguments. You are associated with racists now, all right? And on top of that, they're mainstream. So you are pegged to whatever these fuckers do. If they go down, you go down with them. And with that being said, people, I'm going to go ahead and call this one a night. Make sure you hit the like button, the sub button, and the bell notification because we're going to be back with some more videos. I appreciate you all being here. You can be anywhere in the world right now. You literally are. Thank you so much. And we'll be back again with more heat with some of these guys because it's going to get crazy all 2022, all year round. You think I'm going to keep my foot off your necks? It's going to stay on, and it's going to be really, 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 really hard. No homo. Woo! Have a good night, people. Enjoy your